Yo, what's going on, y'all? This is Marcus Rosa, aka Mazuma TV, back at y'all with some more boxing talk, man. I hope everybody's having a blessed, beautiful, positive, productive night. I hope you had a great day overall, man. I'm back at y'all with some more boxing talk. We're gonna talk about Terence Crawford's $100 million demand to run it back with Canelo Alvarez. We're gonna talk about Eddie Hearn saying that he will be promoting the Shakur Stevenson and Teofimo Lopez fight, and Rolly Romero aiming to get the Manny Pacquiao fight. Then, of course, we're going to open the platform up for some open boxing topics. You feel what I'm saying? If y'all could go ahead and hit the like button on the way in, that'd be very much appreciated. We on the road to 4K. We well into the 3,200 mark, about to hit that 3,300 mark in due time. Shout out to the nation and the mob for making this possible. What's going on, man? How we feeling? Happy Sunday to everybody. I hope y'all had a blessed, productive night. Had a great day overall. Like I said previously, man, I'm feeling extremely blessed. Can't complain at all. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody that's in the comments so far. Well, it's only one person that's been in the comments as of right now. I know people are used to me being on 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so I got on about 15 minutes early. So it's going to take a little bit for people to come in, but it is what it is. And you already know YouTube don't be sending out my notifications all like that. So we got to take what we could get with what we have. You feel what I'm saying? What's going on? What's going on? My boy Denitric Banner stopped by before the live had opened up, and he said, and he actually wrote this at 6:30. Shout out to the boy Denitric Banner. He says, "Fight week for Cruz and Roach. Who you got, man?" I'm very, very excited, for that fight. It's gonna be fight week starting tomorrow for the Lamont Roach and Cruz fight. And we spoke about it. Wasn't yesterday, it was the day before yesterday. And I was saying how I was going for Lamont Roach. You know what I mean? I like what I'm seeing, in terms of his confidence. He's always been a very confident person, even from, back when he fought Gervonta Davis. But, I think he's gotten even more confidence since then, you know what I mean? Especially with these additional pounds that he's putting on. He seems like he's filling into the weight, quite well. Doesn't look fat, doesn't look like he's undertrained or anything like that. He seems to be locked in. I think he's understanding that, this opportunity right here against Pitbull Cruz is going to set him up for some huge mega fights, especially at 140 pounds. Now, I am somebody who feels like he should just vacate his title at 130 pounds with the WBA. I don't know exactly what's going on with that, but, regardless, he's 2 weight classes above where he was, where he's currently champion at. And, yeah, man, he has a big fight with Pitbull Cruz, and Pitbull's tough, man. He's one-dimensional. Let's not get it fucked up, but he's very tough, and, he could be a stylistic nightmare for a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? I do think that Lamont Roach's style will prevail, however, unless he has some type of problem with the weight, whether he's overtrained, undertrained, I feel like that would be the only way that he won't be prepared for this fight. I think he's going to come in phenomenal shape. I think that his defense is going to be tight, just like it was in the Gervonta Davis fight. Of course, he's going to get hit with the chances that he takes, but I believe that he believes in his durability. I think he believes in his chin. You know what I mean? So I expect him for his counter punching to be sensational. I expect his timing to be on the money. I see him getting the better of these exchanges, in all honesty. I even see him using some boxing here and there. Lamont a dog, so of course he's going to stand his ground in certain instances, but I can see him with his shorter shots getting to the offense quicker. Like I said, I see him getting the better of these exchanges, and I see him stealing rounds due to that. You know what I'm saying? So I genuinely believe that Lamont Roach will walk away with the WBC interim title at 140 pounds. But if he does get too reckless in there, Isaac Cruz does pack a punch. He throws everything hard. He punches with bad intentions. So you don't want to get caught with too many of them or get caught with the wrong one. You know what I'm saying? So I'm rooting for Lamont Roach heavy. Isaac Cruz, in my opinion, he's a cherry picker, especially since, he got up to the top of the game and became world champion. And I think the loss to Raul Venezuela is what really threw Isaac Cruz off, because ever since then, he's been very hesitant to face certain styles, specifically black fighters who are athletic and like to use their, physical attributes against them, whether it's the legs, you know what I mean, whether it's the boxing ability. He just doesn't like that. He likes people who sit in front of him and give him a chance to land those big shots. I think he assumed Gervonta Davis was going to do that. Didn't work out in his favor. Gervonta Davis showcased some great boxing ability and was one of the best performances of his career. Raul Venezuela, I guess he assumed that Raul was going to stand there in front of him, because in that one loss he had against Edwin De Los Santos, that's all he did. So in Isaac Cruz's head, that's a beautiful style for me to go up against. Raul switched it up, gave him the boxing just like Gervonta Davis did, and ever since then, he hasn't been really, he hasn't really been eager to face that type of style. Now, do I think Lamont Roach is going to do that in spots? I don't really see him do that. I don't really see him doing that throughout the entire course of the fight or consistently throughout each and every round. I think that he's going to use footwork here and there just to make Isaac Cruz reset or to take some momentum away from him. But I think for the most part, this is going to be a great fight to watch, to study phenomenal counterpunching. I think he did it well against Gervonta Davis. I expect him to do it even better with, Isaac Cruz, who I feel like, although he has a tight high guard, when he takes more chances than the Gervonta Davis, so he's going to leave more openings. So that's what I think is going to happen in all honesty. You feel what I mean? Shout out to the boy Yasir Ali. What's going on, brother? What's going on? What's going on? Marlon, what's going on, brother? Shakur Foster's a good ass fight. Who do you have? I'm gonna answer these questions, of course, before I get into the main topics. But shout out to the boy Yasir for asking me this, caring for my opinion and all that. And I was actually speaking about it this morning with one of my clients that I had at the gym. And I think it's gonna come down to two things. I think it's gonna come down to how Stephen Fulton feels at the new weight. Every time somebody moves up in weight, they could feel totally different than they felt in the previous weight class. I know it's only 4 pounds, but 4 pounds can make a huge difference, especially when you're in there with a guy who, is more acclimated to the weight, especially when the guy is, I guess you would say bigger than you. The punches are harder, the punch resistance is better typically. And, Oshaki Foster, not only is he the bigger guy, who's shown to be a dog, and he has skills, man. So this is gonna be a handful for Stephen Fulton to come into, especially making his 130 debut. But Stephen Fulton is the more experienced guy at a high level. He's the more decorated fighter. He's been in there with some of the best fighters in the world. Definitely since the beginning of his career, they threw him to the dungeon, and for the most part, he's came out on top. Besides losing to Nayuan Inoue, who's a top 3 pound for pound fighter in the world, right? So I think Stephen Fulton is battle tested. I think he's a dog as well. Comes in phenomenal shape. One of the best jabs in boxing, in my opinion. I've been saying this for a long time. So Oshaki got his hands full too. I think what's really going to make the difference as well is, and this is the second point I was going to make, what version of Oshaki Foster steps into the ring? Because I ain't going to lie, from the amount of times that I've watched him, he seems to be a bit inconsistent, especially with the Kansei style. With those two fights, he looked absolutely phenomenal in the first fight. Put on a great display of boxing, and they robbed that man. They did him absolutely dirty. I think that was a very clean performance from him. I thought he won hands down. Then with the second fight, you can make a case that Oshaki Foster even lost that one, made things more harder than what it was. So I think Oshaki, he needs to get in the right. He needs to take the right approach for this fight. You know what I mean? And what that approach is, that's ultimately up to him and his team. You know what I mean? That's what he pays them for. And, since he's getting nice little paydays, I'm sure they're getting paid real handsomely as well. So they got to formulate the right game plan, what they feel is best. But from my observations, I feel like Oshaki is a bit inconsistent. He looks phenomenal one fight, looks average in the next. I don't think you could afford to look average against a Stephen Fulton. You know what I mean? And I think Oshaki understands that, and I think he's going to prepare very well. I hope overtraining isn't an excuse for whoever ends up losing this fight, because this fight was canceled and resumed so many times. I guess you can leave some fight in the gym from training for a long amount of time. You know what I mean? When you're training, you're not really taking the time to recover. That could result in you overtraining. And like I say all the time, and what you hear from a lot of coaches, overtraining is just as bad as not training at all, aka undertraining. So we'll see exactly how the way that fight unfolds. I'm very excited, man. If Stephen Fulton pulls that off, you can make a case to put him right back on the pound for pound list. Like, he only lost to Nayuan anyway, dog. Like, seriously, how long are we gonna hold one loss over his head? And since then, he's won 2 world titles. If he comes out victorious against Oshaki, we got to start having a different conversation about Cool Boy. He might have to crack that top 10, in my opinion. And I'm definitely the most decorated, active fighter from Philadelphia right now. You know what I'm saying? I think he's, of course, Jaron Ennis, he's looking like the future. He's looking like, a generational talent. But in terms of accolades, world titles, and multiple divisions, Stephen Fulton is, leading the way. He may not be as popular as Jaron Ennis. He may not be as talented as Jaron Ennis. He may not have the future. He may not have the results that, Jaron Ennis has when he hangs up the gloves and it's all said and done for Boots. You know what I mean? Time will tell. But as of right now, Stephen Fulton is leading the way in terms of longevity, resume, and consistency in terms of performing at a high level from Philadelphia. So you got to give Stephen Coolboy Fulton his credit for that. You know what I'm saying? I'm really looking forward to that fight. Thank Father, what up? The stranger, what's going on, brother? He said, "Why do you think Rolly couldn't beat Pitbull?" I spoke to Rolly about that, and he just said that he was extremely drained. You know what I mean? Well, that was his point of view. I don't really know what went on in there. I just felt like Esau got him before he got him. You know what I mean? That's what it looked like. Because Rolly's a big puncher. You know, he did look a little drained on the scale. He said he doesn't even know how he made that weight. He told me verbatim that when he was at 35, he should have been at 40. And when he got to 40, he should have been at 47. So he felt like he overstayed his welcome in both of those divisions. And it's cost him as a result of that. That's his point of view. That's his truth. I don't know what the result. I really don't know what happened, but you know, looking at that fight, I knew Isaac Cruz and Rolly Romero wasn't going to go the distance. You got two hard punchers that take chances like they do. I knew it was a matter of time before somebody got, and Rolly got hit clean first, and he didn't respond well to, you know, Isaac Cruz's power. You know what I mean? His legs wasn't underneath him. His punch resistance wasn't there, which is typically a sign of somebody who's, you know, drained or didn't rehydrate properly, especially when you get caught cold. That's not, you know, ideal neither. So, you know, that's what I think happened. You know what I mean? I just think that they was both shooting it out and Rolly got caught. Uh my boy Dink Father said, I think Cool Boy more skilled. He wins. I mean, I'm on the same tight time as you, Dink Father. Salute, brother. Bella Faith, what's going on? Good to see you. Shout out to my ATL sister. She said Fulton versus Foster is the fight I'm looking forward to the most. Shit, me too. I'm right with you. But I do love the Lamont Roach and Eastside Cruz fight. I think stylistically, that's going to be very exciting. That's going to be very exciting. Both of these fights have the potential to really steal the show. I'm equally excited for both, to be honest with you. But I'm gonna take that back. I may be more slightly excited for Stephen Fulton just because he's on the cusp of doing some historical shit. You know what I mean? I don't even know if there's been that many champions out of Philly that have won, you know, in three different divisions. Like who? Like Bernard, what he got 160 and 175. I'm gonna have to do some research on that. Let me do some. I got to do some research on that. You know what I mean? I know we had some two division champions and shit like that, but have we ever had a three division champion like Danny Garcia, two divisions? I don't think Beehive got a title at let me see. Yeah, two weight classes. You know what I'm saying? How many Philly boxers? What? AI be tripping, bro. They said there are at least two Philadelphia boxers who have won major titles in three divisions. Then it says B Hop and Roy Jones. Roy Jones is not from Philly, bro. What are you talking about? Wow, AI is very inaccurate. You gotta really watch. You gotta really watch these guys, man. Let me see. I don't know. I might have to do some research on that, man. Cause you know we got some heavyweights that fought out of Philly, like Sonny Liston, and you know I don't know if Meldrick Taylor. No, I don't think he. Am I tripping? This might be something that we might have to look into, man. I might have to ask my fellow historians for Philadelphia. Has there ever been a three division world champion out of Philadelphia? Let me ask Chad GBT. Has there ever been a boxer from Philly to win world titles in three different divisions? If that's the case, Stephen Fulton might just create some history, like some Philly, like Philly history type shit. Let me check. Hopkins was like heavyweight champion, but he got, I believe I don't think he won titles at 68. I think he only won titles at 60 and 75. You know what I'm saying? So that's two divisions. Danny Garcia, that's two divisions. You know what I'm saying? Like that's Stephen Fulton, 2 divisions, 22 and 26. So is Fulton? No, I don't think he won a title. See, it said no. Philadelphia has never had a boxer win world titles in 3 different divisions. Philly multi-division world champions, but not 3 division. Danny Garcia, Bernard Hopkins, Meldrick Taylor, to all 2 divisions. You know, yeah, he never won a B Hop never won a title at 68 or cruiserweight. Damn, that's crazy. Yo, Fulton is on the cusp of doing some amazing shit. Now, I do think eventually Boots is gonna end up accomplishing that. I just don't see how he doesn't win a title at 54 or 60, considering the competition. Um, but man, Fulton, if you end up being the first 3 division world champion out of Philadelphia, that's like all-time great worthy shit. I don't think anybody has ever told Stephen Fulton that. Now I'm really rooting for him. I haven't even taken the time to really take that into consideration. That is phenomenal. Um, wow. Yeah. All right, that's official. I am more excited for Fulton and Oshaki than Lamont and Isak. I'm sorry. Even though I love that main event, I love that fight. I need Stephen Fulton to win this fight, man. That'll be huge for Philadelphia. And y'all know I'm a Philadelphia Bull, so I want to see Philadelphia fighters do great shit. You see what I'm saying? So, damn, I'm really looking forward to that, man. I just came to that realization. I gotta tell Jamil. Jamil gotta ask Cool Boy this question. Maybe Fulton don't even want to have that on his mind. You know what I mean? Because that might be pressure. You know what I'm saying? But I would love to see that. Lorenzo, what up? You know what I mean? What's going on, brother? So let's get into these main topics, man. Let's address this Terence Crawford situation, man. Coming off of the biggest win of his career against Canelo Alvarez. It was a phenomenal performance. He's definitely a shoo-in, in my opinion. I gotta let the nation decide, but I think Terence Crawford is gonna be our fighter of the year, and may very well had a performance of the year as well, just because he overcame so many odds. You know what I mean? I had some, concerns with Terence Crawford going into the fight due to the multi-division move up. How his punch resistance was going to be, how his legs was going to be, how his conditioning was going to be. Man, he shut all that shit down. He's like, yo, Mark, chill. Just watch me work. And he did that, man. So shout out to him. Shout out to Bomac and staff. You know what I mean? All the coaches that came together that were able to help Terence Crawford get to that, get to that level to, had that type of performance. It was absolutely sensational. Now, there has been some rumors going around. I haven't heard anything concrete from anybody credible just yet. You know what I mean? I could be wrong, but I was hearing through like Spanish media outlets that Canelo Alvarez has taken upon himself to try to get a rematch going with Terence Crawford. Now, I'm not necessarily surprised with that. When he, I didn't really hear too much about him wanting the Floyd Mayweather rematch when he had first lost. You know what I'm saying? But I remember he was trying to get the rematch going with Dimitri Bivol. Dimitri Bivol was trying to do things that Canelo Alvarez wasn't really comfortable with, which was fighting him at 168. He wanted to fight him at 175. In my personal opinion, he didn't want to put his undisputed status on the line against Bivol. That's just me. But, Canelo Alvarez is a competitor, and you don't get to the pinnacle of the sport not being a competitor. So Canelo Alvarez is somebody who's very sure of himself, very confident in his work ethic and, what he brings to the ring. I think that's hurt him in some cases. I think he's gotten, especially with the Crawford fight, I think he got a bit overconfident. But I'm also one of the people that feel like Canelo Alvarez has been on the decline for the past few years. Still a phenomenal fighter, still could be some top tier guys in boxing. But I don't think that he is who he once was in his, early 30s, late 20s. You know what I'm saying? So, he's looking to get back with Terence Crawford. It could be because he felt like he could beat Crawford. He probably went back and watched the fight and noticed some things that he could have done better. Maybe he approached camp wrong. Maybe he underestimated Bud, or maybe he's just trying to get a nice little check before he get the fuck up out of here, because Canelo has been saying that, he ain't got that much left in the sport. You know what I'm saying? And I think he said he was only going to be in for a couple years more. But, after this fight, he might just change his mind. Canelo Alvarez has consistently changed his mind throughout the years and opponent selection and all types of shit. You feel what I'm saying? So, Crawford, I guess he's taking, wind of that. Maybe he's sitting down with Turkey trying to get a rematch going with Canelo Alvarez, which will be a huge fight. And Canelo, according to the rumors out here, Bernie the Boxer, somebody who's a coach and Terence Crawford's camp, says that Terence Crawford has named his price. He has named his price, y'all, and it looks like Terence Crawford is asking for 100 million. He's asking for 100 million. So from what I understand, Canelo Alvarez had made something around that ballpark for the first Terence Crawford fight. So now Terence Crawford is probably looking at it like, all right, you know what I mean? Y'all gave Canelo Alvarez this much for the first match. I beat him, so y'all need to go ahead and get me what y'all gave him. If y'all want to make this rematch happen. You know what I mean? Y'all motherfuckers trillionaires. Y'all got, Turkey Al Sheik. Them motherfuckers go poke a hole in the ground and have all this oil coming out. They got money growing on trees over there. That's what they saying, right? So Terence Crawford probably looking at it like, all right, you know what I mean? I came in on the B side. You know what I'm saying? I took what y'all gave me. You know what I'm saying? But, the tables had turned. I'm that guy now. Canelo Alvarez wants to right his wrongs, rematching me. So if he wants to put himself, shout out to the laptop for doing that little graphic right there. That was dope. But if you want to be in position to fight me again, I need 9 figures. I want what they gave you. That's how I'm seeing it. I don't know if Terence Crawford has said that out loud. I don't know if that's what he's thinking, but that's how I'm interpreting it. And I'm not mad at it. You know what I'm saying? Like, get your money, man. Terence Crawford been telling y'all since he beat Errol Spence that he looking for the big fish now. He looking to do some big money shit. And I kind of got the idea when he told Jake Paul, like, yeah, I'll fight you, but let's fight later on in the year. So that's just letting you know, like, Terence Crawford trying to get these last little dollars before he get up out of here. He's already contemplating retirement as it is. He feels like he's accomplished everything he's needed to accomplish. So before he get up out of here, if he want to get a few more bags, then so be it. I'm with that with Crawford. Crawford is somebody who's been, attacked, you know what I mean? Labeled as somebody who doesn't sell, labeled as somebody who doesn't cooperate, being hard-headed. PBC had that whole other side of the street bullshit going on where they wasn't trying to give him no opportunities. Keith Thurman shut him down. For a while, Errol Spence told him, like, oh, I'm going to get all these other belts before I get to you. So he was stalling out Crawford. Crawford was pretty much in a situation, especially when he was about to walk out top-ranked doors. They was telling him how, they losing money with Terence Crawford. That, Bob Aaron's famous saying about Terence Crawford, with that money that I lost against Terence Crawford, I could have built the house in Beverly Hills. You know what I mean? And that's what led to lawsuits and all types of shit because they was going out of their way to try to destroy Bud's reputation. You know what I'm saying? So, for Terence Crawford to endure all of that early in his career where he wasn't getting promoted properly, they put Vasil Lomachenko ahead of him, and they giving a spotlight to everybody else but him. He stood down, he kept grinding, he kept winning, and he got in that position to show that the cream is always going to rise to the top, and I'm the best fighter in the world. And if I'm not, motherfucker, there's only, it ain't that many. You know what I'm saying? I'm the cream of the crop. There's not many people that can say they're the best in the world or have the accolades that I have. This man, Terence Crawford, has been champion for a decade and some change, y'all, without a loss. One of the best finishers in boxing. I think every fight he's had at welterweight has ended in stoppage. Some of the biggest, the 2 biggest fights in his career against Errol Spence and Canelo Alvarez, they weren't even disputed. It wasn't even close, neither one of them. So Terence Crawford letting y'all know, bro, I'm the man. I did what I had to do. I don't need to be proving myself fighting these other guys that people want to see me face. Listen, show me the money because I don't have that much time. I'm 38 years old. I'm going to look up one day and I'm going to be 40. So before we get to that point where Father Time start calling my name, I need to go ahead and get to this bag. And I'm not mad at that because y'all let Canelo Alvarez do that. You know what I'm saying? When they was demanding that he fight David Benavidez, nah, I do what I want. Fuck him. I don't want to fight him. If he want to fight, I need 200 million. I do what I want. I don't need to fight anybody. I prove myself. So if he could go around and say all this bullshit, and y'all allowed it, even what, and I'm not even an advocate of that. I feel like as long as you have your world titles, you need to defend them. That's your obligations as a champion. And if you don't want to carry them obligations anymore, you're still a star. You're bigger than the belt. Go ahead and vacate them and let these motherfuckers that's coming up, prove themselves. You feel what I mean? That's just my personal opinion. But y'all allow Canelo Alvarez to do it. So why would y'all not be tolerant of Bud doing it? Got to keep the energy consistent. You know what I'm saying? Y'all let Floyd Mayweather do it. when Floyd Mayweather had beat Manny Pacquiao, he said for his last fight, he's going to fight Kareem Mayfield or Andre Berto. And motherfuckers was like, oh, well, man, Floyd proved himself, man. He fought everybody he needed to fight. Shit. Motherfucker was unified champion at welterweight. I mean, he ended up relinquishing his belts. You know what I'm saying? He did what he was supposed to do and get a belt up for the other motherfuckers that, compete for. But, you know what I mean? The idea still remains that Floyd was at the top of the game. Y'all let him do whatever he wanted. Canelo was at the top of the game. Y'all let him do what he wanted. You know what I'm saying? So y'all can't say that Bud can't do it. So I love the fact that he's demanding this type of money. You know what I mean? I hope, if the rematch, ends up coming through, I hope he gets somewhere in that ballpark of that money because he deserves it for all the bullshit that he had to go through. You know what I'm saying? It took him how many years to get respect? Because they didn't even want to give him respect after the Earl Spence win. He just got his respect this year. Think about that. He just got his respect this year when this man been grinding for I don't know how long. Like I said, been champion for like 11 years. About to be 12, nigga, 2026 around the block. He was champion since 2014. Since I was 16 years old. Since I was 16 years old, I'm 27 now, brother. I'm about to be 28 in a couple weeks. Crawford been relevant that long. You got to salute that man. That's not many people that can be champion that long. And in multiple divisions. In multiple divisions. You know what I mean? So put some respect on that brother, man. That brother name, man. I hope he get that 9 figures. You know what I mean? And hopefully, Canelo Alvarez, he be acting like even when he lose that he's still that motherfucker. But it's like, you want this rematch, cuz do what the fuck you need to do. And it seemed like the WBC already put him in position, making him the #1 guy in the WBC. Maybe he spoke to the WBC beforehand, like, yeah, I want my fucking rematch. That motherfucker no beat me. That motherfucker, no, I want to fight again. Fuck him. You know what I'm saying? So WBC like, okay, Canelo, as long as you're including us, we'll make you #1 and, Crawford will have to fight you. We're not going to do to you what we did to Benavidez. We're going to make you his mandatory. So that's what it looked like. That's what it looked like it's going to be. But I guess it's going to happen on Terence Crawford's terms, whether you like it or not. Whether you like it or not, it's going to be on Terence Crawford's terms. Now, how Canelo reacts to that, we'll see. Maybe he'll bow to Terence Crawford's demands. Maybe he won't. But that's what it looks like right now. And like I said, I hope my boy Crawford get that $100 million. Moving on. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. Shout out to the 29 people that's in the building. My boy Ralphie, aka R3 in the building. He said if there was anybody who deserves a 9-figure payday, it's Terence Crawford. Paid his dues in boxing, and he's a great example for kids. I agree. I agree. That man is a testament to hard work, consistency. Of course, like Floyd Mayweather say, dedication. He's embodied all of that. The ultimate competitor, putting his money where his mouth is. You know what I mean? It started from the very bottom. He said that he was fighting in like fucking bars and shit, bro. I think he even said something like where one of his first pro fights, there was like a barn. It was like fucking like animal shit. Motherfucker, it smelled like animal shit in the building and shit like that. Like Bud really been through it all, bro. Look what he went through in his life. Did y'all see his story where he came from? How many people knew about boxers in Omaha, Nebraska before Terence Crawford? You don't hear about that shit. He made a name for his city. He buying his hood back. You know what I'm saying? He give back to the community. Got his own. I think he got a nonprofit boxing gym in the neighborhood he grew up in. Made something of himself, man. Made Omaha like a staple in boxing just off of himself. You got to give him credit for that, man. That man put his city on the map in the boxing world. Like you got to respect that. It's not like Philly where, we had Meldrick Taylor over here. We had Joe Frazier over here. We had Bernard over here. No, there was none of that in Omaha. He built that fucking reputation from scratch. Niggas ain't even know black people lived in Omaha. Bud talk about that all the time. We ain't know black people live in Omaha. He's like, yeah, there's black people in Omaha. They need to give Bud a biopic. That's a fact, Ralph. And I would love to see that. Andre Ward need one. Terence Crawford need one. There's a few, man. There's a few guys that deserve it. I wouldn't even mind watching Canelo's because he came from the gutter too. Went from being bullied to being a 9-figure nigga. Like, you gotta respect that, even though he a drug cheat. You know what I mean? Like The fuck? Like, y'all motherfuckers kept him around, right? And even after the PED shit, he still went on to do great shit. Right? Right. So, moving on. We got Eddie Hearn in the building. Eddie Hearn out here doing his interviews, man. I've been heavily critical of him lately, just how the way he's been carrying the whole situation with Devin Haney. You know what I mean? Definitely coming across as very bitter, considering the fact that Devin Haney, at one point who was doing business with him, they was on good terms, they were getting along. Then, they had that setback. I feel like Eddie Hearn showed his true colors after, Devin Haney was cheated against Ryan Garcia, no longer wanted to invest in him, try to lowball him. But Devin Haney was able to bounce back from that, which very little people do. So shout out to Devin Haney and his team for, coming back from that situation. That was something that was tragic. What he said, what that boy from Dave Chappelle said, he said, I'm about to go from, no. He said, I'm about to go from ashy to classy. That's what Devin Haney and them did, man. They came from the sewers off of that Ryan Garcia situation. You know what I mean? He came from the sewer. Like, they try to play this man. He got cheated, and they still act like they act like he lost, when in reality he didn't. That man didn't beat him under fair rules. That's why they ruled it a no contest. But y'all still try to play him like he was a loser. So he had to find a way back into the game. Shout out to Turkey Al-Sheikh, paying him what he's worth. You know what I mean? And within 2 fights, right back in the people's pound for pound list. When on Mazuma TV, he been on our pound for pound list. Right? Right. So, Eddie Hearn has came out with this interview. Now, he said something that was very interesting. Now, according to Eddie Hearn, after conversations he had with Turkey Al-Sheikh, he's saying that he will be the one that will be like leading the promotion. He's the one that's going to be selected by Turkey Al-Sheikh to promote the Shakur Stevenson versus Teofimo Lopez fight. Now, it seems like everybody knows about this fight except us. Shakur Stevenson, you know what I mean? He over here doing squats again, his weight up, talking about 140 up next. And, he's saying, fuck Thanksgiving, fuck a turkey. We putting in work. He said he going to stop me. He going to make me quit. Teofimo Lopez, he been a bit quiet, but every time you hear him talk, he's talking about he going to fight Shakur next. There's people saying they want to fight on his undercard as if they know it's true. Turkey Al-Sheikh saying that an announcement will be made soon. Eddie Hearn saying that announcement will be made soon. I'm going to reserve my opinion on the fight in itself until it is official, like in terms of like my predictions and shit like that. But it seems like Eddie Hearn knows something that we don't know. And that is the fight is confirmed. That's a fight that's definitely going to be going forward, and Eddie Hearn will be promoting it. Now, I actually like the idea that, Eddie Hearn's promoting Shakur Stevenson and Teofimo Lopez. Eddie Hearn has the gift of gab. He has a prior, business relationship with Shakur Stevenson. So I guess that works out. They know each other pretty well. And I think Eddie Hearn had even promoted the Teofimo Lopez and George Kambosos fight. So, he knows both of these guys pretty well. So I think that'll be a great promotion, man. Shakur Stevenson like to talk his talk. Teofimo Lopez likes to do his little promotional stuff. Cheesy but effective nonetheless. And, that's what Eddie Hearn has said about that. So, Turkey Al-Sheikh says that pretty soon he'll be announcing the 2026 schedule for boxing. You know what I mean? And I'm looking forward to seeing that. I'm really, really looking forward to seeing exactly what Turkey Al-Sheikh got up his sleeve, because as of right now, he's playing it low key. But I know behind the scenes, he's working. You know what I'm saying? My boy, hold on. They said, who would play Bud in a biopic? I'm not too well-versed in actors, brother. I really don't know. But who was the dude? This will probably be a stretch. Maybe the dude Idris. What's that dude name? Damson Idris. Maybe they can make him look like Bud a little bit. They're about the same complexion. Maybe they can make something work with that. What y'all think about that? Y'all think Damson Idris will be a good character for him? What y'all think? That's the only one I could think of, to be real. I don't really know actors all that well, but obviously we will have to find an actor, that's like of darker complexion, because Terence Crawford is dark. So I'm trying to think of like other actors who may match his skin complexion. They saying everybody's saying great choice, but Lorenzo talking about this man chose the blackest man in the show business. Bro, I don't know any actors. I can't say Denzel. He old as shit now. That was my favorite actor of all time. You know what I mean? I thought they was talking about Wesley Snipes was the blackest motherfucker out here. Now it's Damson Idris. I hope I'm saying his name right. Shamik Moore. Let me look at him. I'm not well versed in actors, man. I'm sorry. Let's take a look at that could work. I never heard of him. But that'll be a good option. Yeah, he could definitely resemble Bud if they they make him look a certain way. They can make him look like Bud, especially with the braids I see right here. Yeah, that could work. That's not a bad one. Oh, y'all saying that he a goof? Now I don't know. I can't speak on that, brothers and sisters. I cannot speak on that. He was doing the voice for Spider-Man Multiverse. Okay, that's good to know. So that means he out here. He doing some big shit. It says when Eddie talked about promoting the T.O. Shakur fight, did you hear it on Twitter, on Boxing Scenes? I saw it on Boxing Scenes YouTube channel. Yes, I did. I could pull that up for you if you like me to, because I was watching it earlier. Let's find this real quick. Yeah, so it's this video right here that was put out a day ago. It says Eddie Hearn confirms he is promoting Teofimo Lopez, Shakur Stevenson. Expect an announcement soon. So let me go ahead and put that link in the chat. You know what I mean? I ain't no cap in my raps, brothers and sisters. When I'm telling y'all son, it's because I'm getting it from reliable sources. I'm not one of them that be like, you know what I mean? My sources told me the whole time I ain't talked to nobody. You know what I'm saying? I'm not one of them. So let me see. Where the fuck is my live at? Okay, we on here. One of them. So let's go ahead and put that link in here. So that's the link right there, y'all. For those of y'all who want to go check it out, that is what Eddie Hearn said, not me. So he could be capping, but I don't think he will lie about nothing like that. To be honest with you, he lie about a lot of shit, especially when it comes to fighters and fights being made. But I don't know if he will lie about possibly promoting a card. But he is kind of letting the cat out the bag a little bit. He not letting them motherfuckers do their job of promoting their own, announcing their own fights. But it is what it is. You know what I mean? So we'll see. Interesting. He's closer to Buzz height too. How tall is Idris? Is he tall like that? And I don't think they'll really care about that because, on camera they can make you look tall. They can make you look short. But he's 6'1", so he is significant. Idris is significantly taller than Bud. How tall is Shakur Moore? He's 5'8", so he's actually about the same height as Bud. So yeah, that makes sense. But like I said, I would pick the dude Idris. Y'all can make him look short. We got AI today. We can make anybody look any way we want to. But you can't really use AI to help a motherfucker act. It's either you got it or you don't. You could easily take somebody and on camera make them look shorter. With the technology that we got now, we can make Idris look 5'8". It is what it is. But shit, we would need K actors because if it's a biopic, I'm sure that you're gonna have to talk about Buzz since he was a baby, right? So they're gonna have their work cut out for them to get that done. But I would love to see that. I would pay whatever to watch a Terence Crawford biopic. It's kind of similar. I would like to see like the same setup with how the way they set up Michael Jordan's Last Dance. You know what I'm saying? I would love to see that. Like that type of shit where he got a bunch of people like Shakur, Andre Ward, all these different commentators shit. If you could if Bob Arum's still alive, get him to talk about it. Turkey Al-Sheikh, like have all the motherfuckers just talk about Bud. You know what I mean? On his lead, his come up all the way like Brad Goodman and everybody that's done business with Bud. You know what I'm saying? Like just talk about him, bring up like different chapters throughout his career, him getting shot, him coming up in the ranks, Tim Bradley talking about the sparring session, that'd be fire. You know what I'm saying? Like winning his first world title shit, sitting down with Ricky Burns and that shit are really, man, y'all motherfuckers put that shit in my hands. I come up with some shit. The stranger said, great question. And I don't really know the answer to your questions, but based off of how the way they talk, brother, and he's asking, who trained Teofimo for this bout? He need a good trainer. Well, according to T.O. Senior, he will always beat T.O. Junior's head coach. So I'm assuming it's going to be the father. His father helped him win all his big fights like Comey, Loma, Josh Taylor. So, I mean, why would they need anybody else, right? That's their way of thinking. But it's obvious that Teo feels like he needs extra assistance in his corner. He's not that confident in his corner because he keeps trying to get other people to train him. He had that dude, Jorge Rubio, working with him, that Cuban coach, phenomenal coach. Shout out to him. He reached out to Team Canelo to try to work with them. It's because he doesn't truly believe in his father. I guess he feels like, man, I've been training with my father since I was a baby. He taught me everything I know. Like I know everything. He showed me everything he knows. I need something different. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's what it is. He wants that +1 in his corner that's going to give him insight and give him like different things to pick up on that he hasn't been taught before. But egos do get involved, unfortunately. Teo Sr. has a huge ego. Like he literally sat during an interview, and I wish I could find that one. I'm sure I can. But he's talking about that he will always lead his son corner. Like I always be like pretty much like the first, like the head of the corner. And like anybody that gets added onto the team will be below him. And I said, bro, why the fuck would Eddie Reynoso, Canelo Alvarez's trainer, why would he play second to anybody? Nigga, he's Eddie Reynoso. Not to gas him up, but look at what he's done. Look at the type of money that he's made. He earned his stripes. Him and Chepo, his father Chepo. Why would they settle for being a second in anybody's corner? Nigga, you are Team Canelo. Y'all niggas is all millionaires. Y'all made. Y'all need they need you. You don't need them. And I said from the rip stylistically that Eddie Reynoso and Teo don't make sense because they're not the same type of fighters. Teo don't fight like how they fight. Teo is a gifted athlete, very athletic, reflex-based, you know what I mean? Could be unconventional in certain cases. Just like he relies on his athleticism heavy. Not really fundamentally sound. I mean, I'm sure he got skill. Let's not get it fucked up. Like, Teo got some crafty. He could be elusive. And, when you catch Teo on the right day, he could bring some skills out. But for the most part, you know what I mean? He's a rhythmic fighter, very athletic, fast, collect fundamentals at times. But I guess that's what makes him effective because you can't really prepare for somebody like Teo. That unorthodox shit could help you a lot of times. And I feel like that's what Teo is. And Teo also has great timing. A natural, like a great counterpuncher, in my opinion. You see what I mean? But I think it's gonna take somebody. He might have burnt every fucking bridge by now, by calling, because Teo has a black style. I'm sorry to say this, but does he fight like a Mexican? No. I don't even know if there's a Honduran style. I don't even know that. Teo's the only Honduran professional boxer that I know. He doesn't fight like a Puerto Rican boxer. He doesn't fight like, what does he fight like? Teo fights like a black fighter. The athleticism, the hand speed, the combination punches, the flashiness, you would need a black trainer, but considering the fact that you're a fucking racist, outside, and Derrick James will probably work with you because he's like a fucking a mega coon. The biggest sellout that they could be. But even with his style, it won't work for Teo. Because he's a fundamental type trainer. If you need to tighten up on your fundamentals, Derrick James is where you need to go. Teo is not going to excel in that department. That's not his game. You would need somebody like a Bozy Ennis. But you went out of your way to disrespect Boots, saying racist shit about them. So I don't know if they will be typically accepting of you. I don't know. Maybe after a conversation, y'all could probably see eye to eye on some shit. But, you called him Boots with the banana and all that. Like, I remember all of that. From what I know, I don't know Boots too well personally, but one thing I do know is that he don't be with that fuck shit. And also, he don't take disrespect too kindly. So I don't know. You might have just burnt that bridge right there. But even if you found the right trainer that could cater to your style, your father will get in the way of you being the best version of yourself. And you too much of a hoe ass nigga to get your father out the picture, nigga. Tim Bradley got his father out the picture. He was saying how his dad was verbally abusive and shit. I remember Tim Bradley did an episode on HBO And mind you, Tim Bradley said some slick shit to me on you in the YouTube comments. And I responded to him. But that is what it is. I don't give a fuck about what his bald ass saying. But this motherfucker, he got upset because his dad was like, smells like pussy. He got upset because his dad called him that. Nigga, that's how I know you soft. Because if you grew up with if you grew up with my pop, nigga, if you grew up with my father and my stepfather, nigga, you would be ready to really crash out. Like that's how I know you grew up a sensitive nigga. You weak. Tim Bradley was like a tough fighter, but from a mental aspect, he was very weak. Like I remember him talking about being so depressed because Manny Pacquiao fans were messaging him, threatening him, and all. The motherfucker was talking about like hurting himself and some shit like that. Like I remember that clear as day. Like you can't talk like you this big tough nigga when all you've ever shown throughout your career was that you was soft. But anyways, outside of being in the ring, outside the ring, you soft though. Roy did get his pops out the picture. He talked about it all the time. That's another great example. So if they could do it, why can't Tio do it? Because he a hoe ass nigga. He's a bitch. You know what I'm saying? And look, man, if he had a great relationship with his father, I would understand why he would want to keep him around. But y'all relationship is clearly toxic. He didn't give a fuck about you from the very beginning because the nigga was into recreational drugs while he had you. And continues to be on recreational drugs while he's with you. So that lets me know that he prioritizes drugs and alcohol more than he prioritizes you. So it is what it is. Everybody got their vices. I'm not a perfect person. I have my issues. You know what I'm saying? And I gotta address them. Like I went through some shit today that shit just really went left. They started off well. I got caught up in some shit, and now I got to deal with the consequences of it. You know what I'm saying? So nobody is perfect, and I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm the perfect father because I'm not. You feel me? But at the same time, there are times where you gotta sit the fuck down and be like, all right, I gotta do what's in the best interest of my family. And I'm going through that realization right now. But you ain't never gonna catch me putting no white up my nose and getting high in front of my son, and acting like that shit more important than being a sober, responsible father. You know what I'm saying? Their relationship is clearly toxic, but Tio can't find the testicular fortitude within himself to cut his father off and do his best for his career. He can't. Like, there's no way. And I love my father to death, but if he was in that same shit, if he was carrying that shit the same way, and I'm so glad I got, one of the best fathers that a man could ever ask for. You feel what I'm saying? If he ever spoke like if he was going, like if we had that type of relationship and he was talking about, oh, nobody will ever be, lead trainer, with my son besides me. And I'm like, bro, this is my career. Who the fuck are you to say? I make the decisions around this motherfucker. Now I'm gonna do whatever's in the best interest of my career. And if his dad wasn't trying to live vicariously through him, he would never say that. So I don't know, man. Tio is a constant fucker upper, to be honest with you. I don't know how long. I don't know if anybody would be too accepting of him being in a training camp. Can't work with Coach K. Your father done got in a fight and got knocked out by him. You know what I'm saying? Team Canelo, y'all talk shit about them after they cut y'all off. You was making fun of Ryan. Huh? Yeah, I heard you now with Team Canelo. What happened? What happened? Then you went and got cut off just like they did because they chose Canelo over your stupid ass. So you start talking shit about them, start talking shit about their style, how the way they carry it, but you went over there and was kissing their ass, kissing the Mexican people ass. We just chopping it up, Bad Boon. That's all. He said he didn't get KO'd by Coach K. I don't know what happened. I heard Keyshawn knocked him out. Somebody knocked Senior out. I don't know who. Somebody got, like Shakur said, Keyshawn did it. Keyshawn ain't deny it. So maybe Keyshawn put hands on Senior. I heard Senior saying some racist shit, and they put the beats on him. I don't know. All I know is, Tio ain't have enough respect for his dad to jump in it. That's all I know. Anybody ever swing on my pop, I don't give a fuck who there. We gonna have to get that shit going. Slime says, shout out Antonio Margarito showing up to Manny's son event. Yeah, I heard about. I didn't get to watch Manny Pacquiao's son fight, but I'm like, I heard the nigga only had like 10 amateur fights. So when I heard he was turning pro, I'm like, how? He not ready. And I seen like they rushed his amateur career too, because he ain't even like I remember like not too like 2 years ago, he had his first amateur fight. So I'm like, and I'm watching him, I'm like, bro, he better not try to fight none of my guys. Cause my shit, I got a 135 right now that'll toast him. Bad. Bad. I got Derek the Maestro Moore. He would toast Pacquiao son. Bad. The 10 Emmys, them turn pro. I'm like, what's going on? Why y'all rushing this kid? Because he Manny Pacquiao son? Y'all need money that bad? Then he go ahead and fight another dude, from what I understand, that had a pro debut. And I heard he lost, but they gave him a draw. Now I didn't watch it. So I can't definitively say that. But what I can say is that a lot of people said that he lost. They gave him the draw. Now that dude who did that pro debut with him, he should have known that off of the rip. He should have known that he had to knock Manny Pacquiao's son out in order to get the dub. Because there ain't no way they're gonna rush this kid's whole amateur career, turn him pro where he's clearly green, and let him lose his first fight. That's not gonna happen, especially when Manny Pacquiao in the building. Y'all say Antonio Margarito was in the building. Those motherfuckers coming out to see this kid win. If I was in that dude corner, I don't know who he fought, but I'd have been like, yo, you gotta knock him out. Like, you on some real shit, I would have thought twice about taking the fight, because that just, you set yourself up for failure right there. But it ended up being a draw. So if they giving Manny Pacquiao's son a draw with all the money that's, going into that kid, he lost. Like, he had to have lost. Like, there's no way. And on some real shit, I wouldn't be upset if I was that kid. I'm like, all right, let's rematch. Bet you they won't do the rematch. That tells me everything I need to know. That kid need a lot of work. If you get if you fighting another month, like if you got 10 Emmys, bro, you barely adjusted to the amateurs. A draw, like father, like son. I mean, anybody could get a draw, son, but it's just the fact that you turn pro so quick. Like, why? It's not like you need money. The fuck, you coming from boxing royalty, champ? Like, why y'all do that so easy? Shout out to my boy Jalil with the $3 super sticker, man. I appreciate that very much. I'm gonna bring Slime on here real quick, so I might have to take a little brief intermission. Yeah, Slime, come through and speak your piece, brother. He 24 though. That don't mean shit, Junior. Motherfuckers be turning pro when they 28, 30 and still go to do some great shit. 20 not that old, brother. That's actually. Oh, okay. This nigga said Brian Helmers Jr. I was like, who the fuck is this? Yo.
Yo, what's the word?
Threw me off with the name, brother. I had to look at your Avi.
I know I did it on purpose. I was like, yeah, it's gonna throw him
By the
off.
way, I kicked Slime out of our group chat because he was wilding. And J Cash punk ass put him back in the group chat.
I thought you told them yesterday, no cap.
Oh man, you was supposed to take that full 24 hours. This motherfucker said Jay-Z the worst rapper to come out of New York. That was the most disrespectful shit I ever heard in my life. You
Bro,
are all the trash ass rappers that came out of New York. You said Jay-Z was the worst one. So 6ix9ine better than Jay-Z?
I'll be fair. I'll be fair and say this.
Say you was wilder. That's all you need to say.
I might have been a little tweaking, but I will also say this. If a dude ran up on me right now, pull a gun to my head and say, name 10 Jay-Z songs, I'm fried.
Well, that's probably because you don't prefer listening to him, and that's fine, but that don't mean he trash. I can name 10 Jay-Z songs.
It was my opinion, though. Damn.
Yeah, but There's like certain motherfuckers that you can't really say that about because they really put their time in. Like you can't that's like saying and I don't really like the nigga, but that's like saying Canelo the worst fighter that ever come out of Mexico. It's like that's not true. Like he's established, Jay-Z's established, and I'm not saying they on the same level, but I'm saying like they both established, like they like the top of their game. So that's crazy. And it's like I'm thinking of all these different rappers that came out of New York. I'm like, nigga, you wildin'. 500K or dinner with Jay-Z. That boy Slime gonna choose that dinner.
No, I
He
won't.
needs that.
No, I won't.
He need that dinner. He was like, man, Jay-Z probably got the best steak. That boy Slime gonna go crazy off that joint.
Bro, what am I gonna do the dinner for? What is he gonna tell me that's gonna help me?
Probably make more than 500K.
You know what he's gonna tell me? You should have took that 500K. Chill.
Yeah, it's a fact. I know. I wouldn't do the dinner with Jay-Z. I'm just
I
saying.
wouldn't do it either.
You would have took it because you was hungry, and you don't think straight when you hungry. You might have been hungry when you was saying that shit you was saying.
Bro, for 500K, I'll take Jay-Z out to dinner. Like, come on, man. The only way I'm taking that is if it's Tracy Cortez, bro.
Tracy Cortez. You gonna risk 500K for Tracy Cortez? She mid. She regular. She ain't mid, but she regular.
I was about to kick you off the live for saying she mad. I was about to be like, what?
Nah, she not mid, but she definitely regular. She ain't none of these bitches worth 500K, bro. Shit.
So 500K or dinner with Jermel wife.
Nigga, fuck Jermel wife. What is you talking about? Man, fuck any bitch walking this planet for 500K. I'll take that 500 and probably buy the bitch. Fuck is you talking about?
No, that's a
What's
fact.
your motherfucking mind?
Nah, but yo, Pacquiao's son is ass, bro.
Did you watch the fight?
I watched clips of it, bro, on
Tell me what you
Instagram.
saw, man, because I didn't watch it, so tell me what you saw.
Bro, I'm just watching this, bro, and I'm like, bro, how the hell are you really in this close of a fight with this dude, bro? Ice him. This is for you to ice him. This is for you to ice him, look great in your first debut, move on. No, you're over here going to a war with this nigga. Like, what is up?
He said, show her. Show her what? You talking about Jermel wife? You want me to show Jermel wife? She pretty. She a pretty little Hawaiian John. But listen, ain't no bitch I'm taking over 500K. I don't give a fuck who it is. It could be Beyonce, Kelly Rowland. It could be anybody. I don't care, bro. There's not one girl that I would choose in this world over 500K. Dude, I don't even know her name. What's Jamal's wife name?
I have no idea.
Wait, never mind. No, I got it. Let me see if I can pull her up. This her right here. Yeah, let me share my screen. Yeah, she pretty. You know what I mean? Jermel did his thing. Salute to the brother. What's her right here?
She is bad.
Yeah, she is. I mean, anybody who, God damn it, anybody that say different, they capping. Like, that's not even a debate for real. But 500K? Shit.
Yo, who got the baddest bitch in boxing?
I don't be knowing these niggas bitches, bro. I can't even tell you.
I'm gonna say Berlanga got one of them. Not gonna lie. Berlanga shorty's bad.
Berlanga, I don't even know what she looked like. I just know that she was I knew she was crying ringside in Berlanga last fight. That's all I know. Barrios? Oh yeah, Barrios is with what the fuck is this dude name? Brandon Figueroa's sister. He
Oh
tagged.
yeah.
I remember everybody was trying to get at her. I know some notable boxers that was trying to get at her. You know what I'm saying?
Um.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think that she was like a she was like their strength and conditioning coach. And when she took over their strength and conditioning, they started getting their ass whooped. I don't know. I don't know what happened with them. Like they started falling off heavy, especially Omar. Omar Figueroa was one of them dudes at 140. And he fell off viciously.
Yo, bro, you know who looks like who gets no bitches, even though he got money?
Ah, what the
Richardson Hitchens.
Hitchens? Nah, Hitchens.
Hitchens.
I heard Hitchens say he get hoes. I don't know.
Nah, he look like he dead ass gets no play.
Yo, that's wild. What made you come to that conclusion?
Bro, I just don't know, bro. I forgot who was he interviewing with. Was it Mill City? Was it Mill City he was just interviewing with? He was talking about Haney. I was just watching that shit. And I'm like, yo, bro, you look like you get no pussy, dog. Like, what is up?
That is crazy. You was a hater. That's crazy. Bella said they said Oscar De La Hoya what?
What about Oscar De La Hoya?
Oscar De La Hoya shorty is ugly. So I hope you not saying that. I hope it. Nah, that's not it.
That's first of all, that's not even a female. I don't care what anyone says. I don't care what anyone has to say. I dead ass don't care what anyone says.
That's wild.
Probably got all the surgeries money could buy, this and that, but that's not biologically a female. I'm sorry.
What? Devin smashed Hitchens' girl. That's why Hitchens always hating on Dev. What? Who said that?
I believe it though. I dead believe
Ain't
that.
no way. What the hell? Really? That's why they got beef? I hope that ain't true. Southwest said Hitchens is like one of them dudes. Lorenzo, I'm sorry. Lorenzo said Hitchens look like one of them dudes that stink after taking a shower. That's crazy. That's super crazy. I hope you ain't saying that because he dark skinned, Lorenzo. Don't be like one of them Boricua racists, dog.
I'm done.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yo.
Them Puerto Rican racists be the worst.
Fucking nah, I believe that's true. I believe Devin did smash his girl. Cause there's no way, like you're in a whole different division hating on another man. Like, come on, man. And then you're trying to downplay Brian Norman like he wouldn't beat your ass.
You think Norman will beat Hitchens?
I think so. I think, I'd have to see it to really say something as the rounds go on. But you know, come forward fighter. I said Devin. Richardson don't like those.
Yeah, but Norman likes to box. So it's not like he one of them pressure fighters that make shit ugly. Like there's a science behind Norman's approach. I don't know who this is, so I'm not letting him on. I don't know who this is.
Oh.
Nah, hold on. I don't know who he is, bro.
What does the name say?
I've been having some weird people that be coming on, dog.
Who is?
I don't know. I
It's
don't know who
probably
this is.
Reed.
He knew. Nah, he knew.
Oh.
Nah, I be having some weird people flashing themselves on here. I'm cool.
Nah, say you swear that's crazy.
Swear to God. That one time, bro. Remember that white dude came on here and started tripping?
Nah, I didn't see nothing.
He talking, but I don't know what he's saying. And I never seen him talk in the chat neither. Uh
You're debating on letting the morning up?
yeah, like I kind of want to, but
Tell him if he comes on, he gotta leave his camera off.
I might just put him in the background though. Is there any way I can just put him in the background?
And let him talk and shit.
Yeah, I don't want him to be on the stage. Let me see. Hmm. Let me see. I'm gonna just make myself the center, bro. No, no, no. I'll just make myself. Yo, what up, bro?
How are you guys doing today, man? Come on, Mazuma TV. I'm just, supporting your page. I hit the algorithm. Man. I love boxing, bro. I
No,
was down there.
I just don't know you, brother, and I had some weird experiences. It ain't
Don't
nothing
worry.
towards you.
We were just down there at the Temecula performance of Pacquiao son. What do you think about the performance last night, bro? You guys seen that fight?
I
I
didn't
saw
get to watch it.
I saw clips of it on
What
Instagram.
what you thought though?
I mean, look, to be honest with you,
Where you from?
I was born at the Philippines, so we love boxing. We support boxing
I'm
and
trying
all
to
of.
understand the accent.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, bye bye, bye bye.
So where you from the Philippines or you
Oh
live
yeah,
in?
yeah. We in Cali now. We in California now. Yeah.
Shout out to my Filipino people, man. Salute.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, so you Filipino, man. You gotta be honest. Let me know what you saw about Manny Pacquiao's son, bro. Don't be biased. You gotta keep it.
no bias whatsoever, my brother. Look,
All right.
has a real big vaccine fan, my brother. And we wanted to look at the grassroots.
Okay.
And we never seen this type of hungerness of this gentleman. You know what I mean? The word, even his dad said that, he's not with 10 amateur fight, bro. He's not that ready. We remember Pacquiao with over 105 before he even walked into to a professional fight. And now having a 10 amateur fight, my brother, we feel like he's not that hungry enough to really make it happen, name for himself.
Do you think it's hunger or it's just skill set? Because you could be hungry and just not be on that level.
I mean, look, you will perform in a certain way the moment that you're real hungry, bro. No matter what, whoever walk into that ring, you'll eat that person alive. That's for sure, for sure. If you're that hungry enough, the way we see, what I mean, Pacquiao was hungry
So why he didn't perform well?
because what I mean, we see on that Julio Cesar Chavez son, he's not that hungry enough too.
Okay.
Right? You know what I mean? I was just comparing it. You know what I mean? So the son is not that hungry. They might have the last name, but they are not hungry enough to be on that level, bro. Real talk.
Yeah, I mean, your upbringing could definitely have an effect on how the way you perform in the ring. You know what I mean? Because like when the actual father, when Manny Pacquiao came up, like they said he was having one, like he was fighting for $1. You know what I'm saying? Like he came from the very bottom. He was dirt poor, and like his son, I bet you he didn't go through a third of what his father went through. You know what I mean? He was, his father's an icon. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Been all types of senators and really put on for his country. You know what I'm saying? So, I guess he was sheltered in a lot of ways, and he obviously has a huge amount of respect for his father for attempting to follow in his father's shoes. But there are some factors that made Manny Pacquiao great that uh, he didn't have. You know what
Mhm.
I'm saying? Which was being impoverished. You know what I mean? Feeling like your back is against the wall. Like I'm sure that kid never missed a meal in his life.
That's it.
You
That's
know
the
what
I was
Mr.
just
Beast, bro.
I was just about to ask, how old is that? How old is Manny Pacquiao Jr.?
they say he's 24.
Yeah,
And
so like,
he even talk about he just had his kid. And, like he flew to California, and he just had his first child. So that could take a lot of thing to his mental. I don't what I mean. And look, we seen it, bro. I don't want it to. I don't even know how they draw the fight. I feel bad to the guy. You know what I mean? The fight. I'm being truthful to you. You know what I mean? Nothing against his son. Nothing against. You know what I mean? We love boxing. But we have to put the credit when it's the credit due, and he didn't perform the way we wanted to. You know, what I mean, we were down there, we were watching, bro, and I was like, can you believe every we were waiting for who's supposed to the gentleman that pull out on that fight. Pierce, he's supposed to be on the main event, right? But since he pulled out after that podcast fight, everybody went home, my brother. His son. That's
Yeah, so they all came out to see him, which is
to see.
probably so that somebody say Elijah Pierce.
Exactly.
You so you're pretty much giving us the reason why Manny Pacquiao's son probably walked away with a draw, because if he would have been fucking Robert Washington or some shit like that, he probably would have lost that fight. Because from what I heard, a lot of people thought he lost. I didn't watch it, so I can't give you a definitive.
Look, we love boxing, and we think he didn't even perform. He lost, bro, brother. And we Filipino, we love
Oh,
Pacquiao.
wow.
You know what I mean? Look, we were embarrassed of his performance, bro. That I mean, like, come on, bro,
Shit.
because we love boxing so much.
I get it. Yeah, y'all love y'all people, man. I see how the way y'all carry it for Nonito Donaire too.
Right.
Yeah, that's
So
somebody
Nonito Donaire has fight coming up in
I
Japan. I
see them
think it's
training.
December. Yeah,
Training. Shout out
yeah.
to Nonito. I gotta bring him on the channel. I'll be speaking to his wife. I gotta set up that interview, man. I've been trying to get that together for a little while though.
I got you. I got you. Hey, you got the direct message. You got the direct message with them. The dad or Rachel's dad and all that.
No, not Rachel Dad. Rachel Donaire has came on the show. She's came on my channel before to talk boxing.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah, I got we follow each other on Instagram too. So I got
Wasn't it before the Bud and Canelo fight, or was it after? No, I think it was before.
no, it was before. We spoke and she said that she'll get that interview done as soon as I'm ready. We spoke, but then we kind of fell off a contact after that. So I just gotta reach back. I gotta follow up with her and get that
I
done.
got you. Good, because I asked because the dad, he always on a panel where they talk about boxing, and he always there. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? It's
Rachel.
usually he's behind her. You know what I mean? So if he come on, they were like, we're gonna invite him to just go. You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
then she usually behind him.
yeah, for sure. I'm gonna get that done on my own time. I'm gonna bring him right on the channel because I got a lot of respect for Nonito. Because back when I was competing, I used to study Nonito a lot.
I
Um,
got you.
yeah, like I had a big left hook in the amateurs, and Nonito had one of the nastiest left hooks at boxing when I was watching him come up. When I was coming up, when I was watching him like on HBO and shit, I loved how the way he used his hook, and I studied it, and I studied, and just to be able to get older and get an interview going with him after I'm done boxing, it'll be so dope. That'll be something on the bucket list to get done for sure.
Salute to your Mazuma TV and to your co-host. I appreciate you for having me just on the show. I just want I mean, that's the only few questions I wanted to know. What you guys' perspective on the performances, son, and that's how we feel. We feel like he lost the fight, and then we feel it been bad to the gentleman that really show up. You know what I mean? But salute to you, salute.
I feel
Thank
like
you.
I feel like Manny Pacquiao Jr. should
He
go
just
to
left, by the way, so shout out to him. Yeah, I don't know his name, but I think his name was like Boji Abaji 2.0 or some shit like that. Salute to my Filipino people though.
I feel like dude should definitely fight on Misfits or something. I don't think he belongs in the pro ranks. Reason I say that is to say this. Like, if you say he's 24, he was born in 2001, and in 2001, I'm pretty sure Pacquiao had some great income in. You feel me? Because in 2001, he fought Morales, if I'm not mistaken.
My fault, yo. Just keep talking, bro. I'm just
No,
finishing this.
I'm reading the comments. What kids say for boxing? I mean, how the Pal got? He was born in '05. Oh. Nah, he fought Morales in 05. He fought Barrera in 03. But still, the point is proven, man. That kid don't got a reason to really. He can't say, "Oh, I'm hungry for this," because what are you hungry for?
I mean, listen, there's some small examples of people who came from money and still did great shit, like Devin Haney. But because they say he grew up in mansions and Rolls Royces and all that, and look, he was able to still maintain some type of hunger and do some legacy defining shit. I think what it comes down to is, first of all, it's hard to fill a legend shoes because Bill Haney, he had money and all, but he wasn't anybody in boxing. You know what I mean?
Right,
Devin Haney was the first to create that path. Devin is the first Haney to establish himself in the boxing world. You know what I'm
right.
saying? And they saying that his little brother boxing now, Sean Haney. Is Sean Haney gonna be able to be like Devin Haney? I don't know. If Devin Haney has a son, will he add up to his son, to his father? I don't know. That's really hard shoes to fill. You know what I'm saying?
I
That's why
think Devin Haney does have a son.
I think he got a daughter.
Oh,
Regardless of what he has, because females could box too. Will his daughter add up to her father? We don't know. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, it's like Steph Curry and Seth Curry. Yeah, exactly. Like Steph Curry, the greatest shooter of all time. Seth, he's a solid player, but because he's in his brother's shadow, he's not gonna. A lot of people aren't going to talk about him too much. It's almost like Giannis and his brother. I'm sure his brother's a solid player, but he's not Giannis.
I'm not
So
gonna lie. I didn't even know that nigga had brothers in the league.
he got a brother that plays on the same team as him.
See, I didn't even know. I'm
Exactly,
fucking
because
dead.
everybody's so worried about uh
Giannis.
shit, I got caught up. A lot of people don't even know, and I think his name is Theonis or some shit like that. But regardless, people talk about Giannis so much, you wouldn't even know because he's that good. You know what I'm saying? But it's really hard shoes to fill. Like we see RIP to Ricky Hatton, we see with his son. His son tried to do something in boxing. He had trouble early on in his career. He just didn't have it. Campbell Hatton. So
Did he lose a couple fights or no?
I think he lost like 2 fights in a row and he retired. So
Oh
it's
wow.
like you could have the hunger. Like he was talking about how, they may not be as hungry. They hungry enough to step in that ring. So it takes a certain level of hunger to do that. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
a lot of people with a normal brain won't dare go in there because they don't want to put themselves in that type of danger. You feel what I mean? Because the normal person responds to fear, like, and they become submissive to fear. You feel what I'm saying? But then
Yeah.
there's people, if you're hungry enough, you stand up to your fear and you go and you do some courageous shit. Courage takes a certain level of hunger to, maintain. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to be a daring motherfucker to go, to consistently be courageous. To step in that ring is, that's some daring shit. Yeah, Anonymous said Joe Frazier and Marvis Frazier. Right, right. But then I guess it's very rare if somebody ends up becoming better than their elders. But like we seen it, like Roger Mayweather, he was a world champion. You niggas don't know shit about boxing. He won a world title.
Wasn't Marvis Frazier a sacrificial lamb to Mike Tyson?
Yeah, because in all honesty, Marvis wasn't no real heavyweight. They did him dirty, bro.
They
Like
fed
they
him
was
to the wolves, bro.
yeah, because of his last name. Because they felt like he could sell tickets. You are Joe Frazier's son, and he looked like Joe Frazier. Really look at him. He looked like Joe Frazier. So they was like, oh yeah, like I mean, we about to make a bag off his name. And they went and they cashed him out with Mike just so they could get a couple dollars, bro. This game cold blooded. He didn't have no business being in there with no motherfucking prime Mike Tyson at all. They built him up. They built him up just to slaughter him.
They
That's how
set
this
him
game
up.
go. That's how this game go. These professionals, and I hope all these boxers understand that these promoters is not your friend. These matchmakers, they not your friend. The promoters, shit, even your manager may not even be your friend. What they doing is they
They just
putting
want to check at
money,
the end of the day.
money. Yeah, exactly. They putting money into you. They beefing you up. Pause. They getting you. They getting you to that certain level, And then when they feel like it's ready to, when they ready to slaughter you, that's exactly what they're gonna do. AKA, for those who don't know, cash you out. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what they do. And that's why, like I'm okay with fighters using promoters because promoters use fighters all the time. That's why I didn't feel bad at all for Eddie Hearn when Richardson Hitchens was talking about, I'm a free agent now. Eddie Hearn was like, why would you say that you're a free agent when, I took your career from the ground up and made you ain't had shit going on and I made you a world champion. So what? So what? He fulfilled his end of the deal. So fuck you.
No cap.
It's
He
really
just
that.
wanted it.
Let me bring you
Like
back
they,
on the screen, bro, because I was a little bit motherfucking suspicious of dude. But like fuck you, because at the end of the day, let's say Hitchens would have lost that fight against Leon Paro. You probably would have dropped him from your promotional stable. He would have been a free agent anyway. But
for
because he
sure.
left with his stock at an all-time high, you felt the way. But promoters historically have dropped fighters when they shown just a small chink in their armor. Like you remember when Elvis Rodriguez got his ass whooped by Kenneth Sims? Well, Elvis Rodriguez during the pandemic, bro, he was smoking shit, like icing everybody.
I know. Yeah, I know who else. I know who Elvis
Right.
Rodriguez is.
Well, I'm giving you some context. During the pandemic, he was knocking everybody out. Everybody, putting people to sleep. They was like, yo, this kid really a monster, blah, blah, blah. So then they put him in there with Kenneth Sims. Niggas was sleeping on Kenneth Sims. That dude from Chicago. Kenneth Sims beat the dog shit out of Elvis Rodriguez. Elvis did all that good. And when he got cooked by Kenneth Sims, Top Rank was like, oh, you gotta go. And dropped him. Dropped him. He was winning all these fights. He lost one. They said, fuck him. And had him a free agent. PBC picked him up. He got a couple good wins with PBC. Then Top Rank re-signed him. Like, if that don't tell you that you should take advantage of promoters how the way they take advantage of you, I don't know what would. Because they said, fuck you. And then when you got back to the winning column and they was like, oh shit, he actually was able to bounce back. Let's bring him back. Elvis an idiot for signing with them, but
no cap.
It is what it is. They showed you how they felt about you, and you still signed with them. Some niggas just company men, bro. Who there's motherfuckers who get fired at their job call them, and they coming right back to clock in the next day.
Bro, I can't wait. I can't wait for Oscar De La Hoya to finally one day just cash out Ryan Garcia.
I mean, he already did.
Nah, like I'm talking about like for real, for real.
Yes, he did with Tank. He already cashed him out because if you peep, I'm gonna tell, and I know what you're saying. You're talking about like get him slaughtered. I get it. What I'm saying is though, De La Hoya didn't want Ryan to fight Tank. Because if you watch the previous interviews, they was like, "Oh, do you think Ryan's ready for Tank?" He was like, "No." They was like, "Why not?" He was like, "Tank's a beast."
Tank's a beast. yo, your De La Hoya impersonation is funny.
Swear to God, bro. He was like, "No, Tank's a beast." And I was like, "What the fuck?" And this is when Ryan was talking about 2 rounds. Oh, knock you out 2 rounds. Like he calling out Tank, and De La Hoya dead ass shit. Like, bro, he not ready for no Tank. You need to chill. But Ryan kept being problematic. He kept being problematic in them offices, kept trying to push for these fights, and they put Oscar in no position. They gave him no choice but to make him fight because I'm sure Ryan was like, bro, I ain't taking no fight except the Tank fight, so I got to make it happen. So when you not following the promoters' protocols and you giving them headaches in them offices, they're like, oh, yeah, all right, let's show this nigga something. All right,
let's show him why we was keeping him away from him.
You think it was a coincidence that they wasn't at that post-fight press conference?
Hell no.
No, because they didn't want to do that. They didn't want to do that.
They didn't believe in him from the jump.
So they was like, all right, we're gonna make an example out of this kid. He too cocky, he don't trust our process. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna take our percentage, you know what I mean? Whatever Ryan make, we get a percentage of that, 20-25%, whatever that case is, and we the fuck out of here. Because we didn't want to do this in the first place. We was trying to build you up so we can make a little bit more money off of you, but you fucking with our paces, you going against the grain. So now we gonna let you get slaughtered. We're gonna sacrifice you. And ever since then, that's what it's been. You know what I'm saying? Like they put him in there with Devin Haney. They put him in there. They put him in there with Roley. Like they just been giving him all these crazy fights. They cashed him out multiple times.
You know who I want them to put him in there with?
Oh,
Boots.
oh my god, that
I
should
knew
be
that.
so easy. And
And
motherfuckers
I'm
can't act like yo. And motherfuckers can't act like that fight ain't doable. Because I heard Ryan talk about fighting at 54. I heard that before. So I don't want if they do make that shit. Oh my god, I would love to see that.
I'm betting the
I mean,
house
there's other
on the
fights
first
that
round
I would
KO.
rather see. Like that would be other fights that I'd rather see. Like I don't really care to see Ryan fight Boots. But if that's like if Boots ain't got no other option, go get it done, bro. Pack this nigga up. Yeah, yeah, Bella, you right. Do you remember that slime when
Hmm.
when Henry Garcia, Ryan's dad, was like, "Who else you got, motherfucker? Who else you got?" Talking crazy to Eddie Hearn. Who else you got? We gonna knock him the fuck out, blah blah. And Eddie was like, "Jerron Ennis."
Oh yeah, yeah, yup. They
Eddie
were
Hearn
they
was
were
like,
like,
"Jerron Ennis." And he was like, "How about what was the name he said?" He was like, he switched that shit up so quick. Henry was like, "Huh?" He literally paused, like he couldn't believe Eddie said that shit. He was like, "How about?" He said somebody else's name. And I was like, yo, this nigga's a bitch. Oh, yeah,
I
yeah, yeah,
mean,
yeah. Oh, yeah, Bella. He said, what about Pitbull? Like, nigga, Pitbull not even with Eddie, stupid. What are you talking about?
you
Pitbull signed with
PBC.
Manny Pacquiao and PBC. Yeah, he started apologizing and all, Junior. I remember that. I'm glad y'all remember.
Yo,
That's the shit
yo,
that
he
I've
said,
been doing.
he said, who else you got? Jerron Ennis.
He
Fuck.
said, Boots, he's like, how about Pitbull? The 5'2" nigga that don't belong at 40? That's what you talking about? Stupid motherfucker.
Bro, that is yo.
Speaking of bitch ass niggas, Rolly want to fight Pacquiao.
Wait.
Stop you there?
Yeah, that threw me off. Hold on. Who's the bitch ass nigga in this scenario? Rolly or Benny Pacquiao? What are you talking about?
Rolly,
Yo.
Rolly. And the reason why I'm talking about that with Rolly is because Rolly been trying to play me behind the scenes, bro. And I ain't with all that. So I just cut him off. I'm like, man, fuck this nigga type shit.
Oh damn.
Yeah, fuck, he be on some weird shit, bro. This nigga on. So I text this nigga right because Bill Haney started calling him out like, "Yo, what's up, with Rolly? Yeah, Debo want to fight Rolly, blah blah." So I go ahead and hit him up on the live.
Yeah, I
I'm
remember when you
like,
did that.
yo, Rolly, what you think about? He talking about who cares? The boxing world, bitch. That's why I'm asking you. Fuck is you talking about? So then he go and he like, so I didn't even answer that. Like whatever. He on some other shit. Duck talk. For real, for real. Then this thing gonna go. He gonna go tell me some shit. I said, yo, bro, you gotta come through the channel, bro.
Mm.
Yo, I said, you gotta come on the channel, bro. You know what I mean? We gotta talk about this. He was like, for what? I ain't got no fight day lined up. There's nothing to talk about. I'm like, yo, who the fuck this nigga talking to?
Bad John.
Like, who the fuck are you talking to me like that, nigga? I was the only nigga who rocked with you to beat Ryan, nigga. Fuck is you talking about? Go look at my old prediction videos. I got one where I'm outside. I'm the only nigga who picked Rolly to beat Ryan outside of the nation.
You even did a little emo after he won. Little Fortnite dance.
Yeah, I was running with my son in my arms. I remember that shit. Like, nigga, I'm the only one that picked it. Man, you crazy. Rolly getting knocked out. You know, he a sucker for the left hook. And I'm like, bro, I hear what y'all saying. But I said, all Rolly gotta do is this.
Yeah.
I said, he keep this up. It's a rat. And I said, Ryan don't got no heart. And I said, y'all keep talking about Rolly getting knocked out. Rolly could very possibly knock Ryan out. And Rolly almost put him out
That ass did almost put him out.
with a hook. I'm like, y'all niggas keep talking about Ryan hook. Y'all ain't even talking about Rolly hook. Rolly put shit out. I seen Rolly really knock niggas out cold. One punch. And I was at 35. This fight at 47. You telling me he ain't stronger? Niggas ain't want to listen to me though. But yeah, Rolly, I don't know who he be talking to like that, bro. Like, but then he talking about he not doing interviews. Then he go do interviews with these niggas. He do interviews with these niggas. So he obviously don't fuck with me. So if you ain't fucking with me, then it's fuck you.
Facts. Deadass.
So it is what it is. Like, I put some respect on his name. Like, he did some good shit. You know, ain't no beef or nothing like that. You know what I mean? But at the same time, it's like niggas not
He
gonna be
just
talking me crazy. Like,
he moving wacky.
I ain't like Najee bitch ass. They get disrespected and be like, "You still want to do the interview, bro?" Nah, nigga. Remember when Javante cursed Najee out? He talking about, so it's no.
So that's a no? Like, nigga, yes, you
Yeah.
bitch ass nigga.
He said this nigga was like, nah. He said, Najee, you a dick eater. He was like, yo, Tank, we gotta bring you back for an interview. Fuck you. So is that a no? I'm like, oh, this nigga's a hoe. Then I don't give a fuck who you is. Nigga, you could be Floyd. Nigga, you could be Al Hammond. I don't give a fuck who you is. You say that shit to me, nigga, this fuck you too, nigga. Tripping.
Deadass.
Fuck out of here, nigga. I don't give a fuck if that interview changed my life. The moment you disrespect me, bro, is up. And I'm bound to say whatever to you about that.
On dogs.
When keeping it real goes wrong.
Like, shut up, Tank. You're 5'2" and eat dick. I don't care what anyone says. Tank flamboyant.
In what way? Because that got a few different definitions.
In what way? The feminine way. In what way? Let me explain. Ooh, look, I'm dangerous.
Oh yeah, we know that.
And what else? What else?
You know what threw me off though? Because that could just be him joking. You know what threw me off? I remember he was talking
to the white boy.
No, I remember he was airing somebody out on social media. He was like, yeah, like I know that. He was talking to a nigga. He was like, yeah, that's why you was fucking this nigga. Like pretty much calling him gay and all this shit. And I'm like,
oh, he's gossiping?
Niggas gossip sometimes. But what I'm saying is, right, you straight, right? You like women, right?
Oh, for sure.
Right. So how often do we know about other gay niggas' business?
Never.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I can't tell you that this gay nigga fuck this gay nigga. Like, I can't tell you that Ralph. No, I can't even say Ralph. Shout out to my boy Ralph. I just saw the name and I just said it out loud. I can't say that motherfucking what's the name? I can't say that Xavier fucking Ronald. I don't know what gay niggas doing. I'm not in those circles.
Right.
You feel me? Like if my girl told me, it was like, all right, it is what it is. You know, she got gay friends, whatever. So she tell me that'd be the only way I know. But this nigga knows the tea about all these gay niggas' business.
Like he's in them circles.
Right. So it's like you either be gossiping with the bitches like you gay, or you gay so you know what gay niggas be doing.
Mm-hmm. I think it's both. I think it's both with him.
Right, and the boy Des 215 in the building. Salute, brother. He said, nah, Mazuma. How about when he said females be dealing with niggas and don't even know they gay? I mean, I don't think you need to be gay to know that. There's a lot of niggas I know for a fact that's gay, but they be married to women. Like I know that. My whole thing is, how do you know gay niggas' business so well? Either way, you look weird. Cause that means if you got that from a female, that means that you be a whole chatty patty with the women. So you blending in with the women by gossiping with them. Men don't do that. I might listen. You know what I mean? When my family be talking they shit, but I ain't about to be in the middle of it like, oh, for real? Oh, yo, man, I knew that nigga was a shit. Like that's
no bullshit.
Gay shit. That's gay shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like, but I got gay people in my family. I got a gay aunt. I got cousins that's gay. I don't know who they be fucking because that's not for me to know. Like, that's not my circle. I don't care about that.
Facts.
So the fact that Tank know like all the tea with the gay niggas, it almost make me feel like he one of them. I'm gonna keep it real. The way he be putting hands on bitches is almost like he don't like them anyway. Like you hitting women that often, you can't love them, bro.
No
Like,
bullshit.
something really wrong with you. Like I'm not saying that you can't get in a domestic dispute. Like that done happened to me. Like I've been through that. You feel what I mean? Been lied on and all. I get it. But like, nigga, you got a track record with all these different women. And
Like
you
if it's the same bitch, all right, cool,
and
whatever.
like only gay niggas do that. Like gay niggas be thinking that they could fight women.
Nigga's a serial woman beater.
Yo, gay niggas be feeling like, and they be feeling like they women so much that they think it's okay to fight women.
What's up, bitch? I swear to God, I'll fuck you up right now.
I remember I had that situation. Like I remember I was dealing with it was who the fuck? It was one of my cousins. No, bullshit. It was my sister. Shout out to my sister Cynthia. She had some beef with a girl, and the girl was with the gay nigga, and the gay nigga was standing up like he was about to punch on my sister, bro. I was like, oh yeah. It was like 2 a.m. I went right over there. I was like, yo, what up? I was like, yo, what's up with you, nigga? What you want? We just want a one. Yeah, nigga, you about to get the one with me. I said, what you think? You about to fight a woman? What the fuck, nigga? I'm about to tone this nigga. Went right inside the bar, ain't come out. They locked the door and shit. Oh, bro, they locked the bartender, locked him in there. I'm like, bro, these niggas hoes. Like you asking for, like, you're a man. You're a man, cuz. And you over here asking for a one with a female? Cause you think you a female? Cause you got a pussy, nigga? Cause you got a pussy. Oh yeah, I'm about no. You about to fight somebody who was born with the same chromosomes as you. We about to get this shit popping. And when I punch on you, then you probably come back into reality. Like, oh shit, like, you know what I mean? Out your fucking mind. Same thing with the motherfucking with the dykes. They be thinking they niggas. Man, I ain't even trying to get. Oh no, I remember I had a dyke child stud up on me one time. This was in high school though, and that's when I was really like a loose cannon. Like in high school, I did not care, bro. I ain't had nobody to live for. I did not care. Remember some little John came out, I'm looking at her and shit. Dyke John looking at me like what the fuck? Them niggas look. He's like niggas really be looking at my girl, bro. Like, yeah, nigga, I am. So what? Like, what? Like, fuck. They be tripping. Niggas be, them dykes be hard body and shit. I'm like, man, you better chill for niggas really squeeze your titty out here, make you look stupid. Like, you dumb?
I dare a dyke to try to fight me. I'll be
Oh
like,
my
bitch.
god! Like I would really show your sports bro to the world, bitch. Like, who is you talking to? You all woman underneath that motherfucking dicky suit, bitch. You crazy?
Like, what?
Joe Quinn said he don't want no smoke with Young M.A. You talking about Tank or you talking about the rapper?
The real Young man. I'll knock that bitch out. I'm being dead ass serious too.
Never forget when she said she get weak when the bitch deep throat. Never forget. Never forget. That's the most legendary. That is the most legendary dyke bar of all time. When she deep throat, I was like, "What? How that work? You feel that?"
I'll find you another one out of. I'll find you one way more out of pocket than that one.
From Young M.A.?
Nah,
I'm just saying
from a
that's
dyke
though.
From a dyke in general.
No. I'm talking about dyke bars. That's probably the most craziest dyke bar of all time. I'm like, word. So she deep throating your strap,
And you got weak from that.
you moaning like you feel the shit. That's like mental illness. Like, it gotta be something wrong with you. There's no way that you, like, your imagination crazy. You feel that? Or you like I know dykes that walk around with their strap on underneath their pants to show like they print. Like that's not like that like chat. Is that like normal? Is that normal? Like slime probably busy right now. Like a girl that wanna be a nigga so bad that they clip that bitch around their waist. They put the strap in front of they pussy because they want bitches to see a print of a plastic dick. You telling me ain't nothing wrong with that? Strap be hard as shit. Strap be hard as shit. They outside the corner store trying to flirt with bitches. Like, what the fuck? What the hell? Are you okay? Bitch outside, strap hard as shit in the cold. You know, plastic. They be tripping. Shout out to my cool studs, though. Shout out to the studs that know that they women. You know what I mean? You like what you like. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But you know you're not a man, and I respect that. You feel me? It's like, shout out, would be just as confusing as the studs is the women that's not attracted to men but be attracted to studs. You saying you don't like me, but you'll fuck with a stud who look like me with a plastic dick. How that work? So you wouldn't deal with me, but you'll deal with a stud that look like me with no facial hair, just look like me with the cut and all. So you won't fuck with Mark, but you'll fuck with motherfucking Sasha, whose name is motherfucking you know, because them studs always got like feminine ass names. So you gonna fuck with the girl Sasha, the stud Sasha, who changed her name to like Sam or some shit. Nah, they ain't masculine enough. Who changed his name to like Tony or some shit. Like, you cool with that, but you wouldn't be cool with me. I only fuck with studs. I can't just. Bitch, that bitch Sasha look like me. What is you talking about? Slime, my boy Ralph, I'm gonna put that link up, Slime. He said, this nigga Ralph said, I remember when a woman said that niggas be trying to copy the dykes and dress like that. Nigga, no. It's the opposite. If you talk to a stud on some masculine shit, though, they submit. I don't know if y'all be peeping that. You show them some real masculinity, they don't know how to act because that's not in their nature. That's just a role that they play. Al Heyman. Jesus Christ.
What?
Nigga changed his name to Al Heyman.
That's just lit. I know I spelled it wrong, though. But yeah, man.
Talking about studs. That's crazy.
This is just me, bro. This is just me, though. I'll fuck the shit out of a pretty stud.
All right, bro.
I'm being dead ass.
Somebody gonna have to contribute to the monetization fund.
Oh, god damn it.
God damn it, Slime.
Damn. I'm just joking, YouTube.
Huh?
I said I'm just joking, YouTube.
That definitely helps, bro.
Nah, what's some call it though? Anything interesting happening after the Lamont Roach fight? Nothing.
What you mean? They ain't fight yet.
No, I'm saying after that. Like, there's nothing crazy.
I don't know.
Or are we waiting for?
I think NUA fights at the end of the month, but that's about it.
Oh yeah, Junto's on that card also.
Man, somebody pack him up, bro. Somebody acting like T.O. Senior. I got him in the comments.
I see.
Somebody pack him, please. No, the real T.O. First of all, T.O. Senior don't even type like that. So that's like a terrible impression. And plus, his channel still follows me on YouTube. So why would he come on another channel?
And it says junior
He not,
senior on it.
he not even blocked. What?
And it says junior senior when it's actually him.
That's definitely. Yeah, pack him. Get him up out of here. He weird. Yeah, motherfuckers just trying to. Cause I remember the one time I fed into the troll who was acting like T.O. Senior. But no.
I remember when Brian Norman actually came on the live and niggas thought it was a
He came
troll.
on twice. He came on twice.
Twice? I missed I must have missed the other one then.
Yeah. This nigga Jalil said he from Fraud and Lehigh. Oh my boy Jalil, he from North for real. He Yo, that's fucking hilarious. Fraud and Lehigh. For my people that's not from Philadelphia, sound like Front and Lehigh. That's like the middle of North. So that's fucking hilarious. Yeah,
I'm from Kensington.
No, you're not. Niggas be saying they from Kensington, but Kensington a long ass strip, so that could be like literally anywhere.
I'm from the
Kensington go from like Huntington Station all the way to like K and A. So that's like literally like a 3 mile radius. And then there's Kensington on the west side, and then there's Kensington on the east side, and that's a whole bunch of blocks. So when people say they from Kensington, I'm like, where at? Because like Kensington pretty big, bro.
I'm from Hope and Somerset. Fuck it.
That's the trenches for real. That's where that weird ass boy Rodney said he was from.
Mm-hmm.
My boy Empty the Clip said, not Front and Lehigh, Mark, Broad and Lehigh. Broad and Lehigh, that's a little bit. Broad and Lehigh actually really close to where I used to live growing up. I think that's actually closer than Front and Lehigh. If I was to walk, Broad and Lehigh would be closer to my childhood crib than Front and Lehigh for sure. Yeah, bro, that's the trend. I mean, Broad and Lehigh, I remember the one time I went to go, allegedly, I picked up some inspection stickers because I had an old hoopty and shit. And my shit wasn't passing no inspections, but I know a dude who used to sell me them Jones for like $30 and shit. So I remember that's where we would meet up every year. So I remember the one time my inspections coming up, and he usually would be at Broad and Lehigh. So I pulled up and I texted him. I'm like, yo, bro, I'm here. You got his wife gonna text me talking about, oh, he got killed a couple weeks ago. I was like, what the fuck? I remember just being out there like, oh, bro, like, damn, bro. I sat in that car. I was like, fuck. Philly be crazy like that, bro.
Bro, what I was hearing on the police kit, I'm like, nah.
There be some crazy shit that happened the next day. Philly really wild. You see videos of there, lots of homelessness. Yeah, it's a lot of drug addicts that literally spent all their money on drugs to the point where they homeless, and now they sleeping out of tents in the area that they pick up their drugs from. Shout out to Hasim Hassan. He came over from the UK, bro. Pulled right up to my gym in Philly, bro. Came damn near across the globe, came to Philly. And the first thing I did, because I was dropping him off, he's like, can you drop me to the house? Like, I'm not trying to pay for this Uber. I was like, yeah. I drove him right through Kensington. He was like, is this Kensington? I was like, yeah. He was like, oh my gosh. I've always seen it online. I've never seen it in person. Motherfucker was just recording the whole shit. He was like, I've never seen anything like this night. happened, bro. I took him right to the church. I was posted at the red light. He was like, "Are these people violence?" I said, "No, they just dope fiends, bro. They be in their own world." He like,
Being amazed by poverty is insane.
bro. And I'm sure the UK got its own poverty, but Kensington is like its own city, bro. Like I'm
Yeah, that's
telling
like
you,
it's like Kensington reminds me of Mass Ave in Boston.
like I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you this. Like if you was to go to any other city, if you was to go to any other city in the country, and you was to pull out a needle and shoot up in front of a cop, you getting arrested.
For
Like
sure.
in Kensington, the cops literally just sit there and watch them because there's too many of them to arrest. It's thousands. It's well over 1,000 people in Kensington that's actively shooting up at once. They literally smoke crack pipes in front of them. They shooting up. There's people shoot like they run out of veins. All their veins are collapsed. So they literally like helping other people shoot dope up in their neck. The cops just be sitting there watching, bro. They give out clean needles so they don't get infected. Like that, and they get a prostitute's because that's another thing people don't talk about. Like all them dope fiend, the females, they all prostitutes. All of them. I remember my girl had got mad because I pulled up on the corner. I seen one and I was like, "Yo, how much, mommy?" She's like, "Oh my god, close the window." She was like, "You are so weird." I was cracking the fuck up. Shout out to my boy Junior with the $10 super chat. What's that? Canadian dollars? Salute to my brother. Hey, I'm getting love from out Canada. Hold on. What currency is that? Yeah, that's Canadian dollars. Shout out to the up north, man. Shout out to up top. Man, that ain't no goddamn Rolly Romero. Rolly Romero ain't sent me no damn dollar. Ain't no way. This motherfucker sent me $1. You was a damn dollar. If that's really you, Rolly, you's a goddamn chump, bro. You be trying to play me. You was a dollar. Hold on, where he at?
$1 is crazy.
Nah, they ain't really Rolly. See, nigga just made the account today. Pack him up, please. Appreciate the dollar, dickhead. I'll get up out of here. Man, just sending me money and then you get packed. Stupid ass.
You know who we haven't heard from in a great, great minute?
I already know who you talking about.
Your number one fan.
Yeah, because we had a conversation and I said some things, and since then he's completely avoided me. Like he doesn't reach out anymore.
I just imagine what the fuck you said to him.
I won't say it on here. I won't say it on here. I tell you, I ain't say nothing like threatening his life or nothing like that. But
No. Obviously,
I said some things that really
made him think about his life.
And he was like, "Oh shit." And like I said, I personally feel like that's somebody that I know in real life. So time will tell all. And the day that I find out, it's gonna be some consequences, bro. When you don't see me on here for a couple days, they're like, "Oh shit, Mark done caught that nigga." It's gonna be one of them ass whoopings where I gotta like.
Yeah, I remember they were talking. He was talking crazy one live. He was like, "Oh, I'm gonna get a bat and hit you in your stomach real hard." I'm like, "God damn, what the fuck?"
Yeah, and a lot of people don't know that my chronic illness is in my stomach. You know what I'm saying? So I thought that was.
I remember at that time I didn't even know that. So I'm like, "What the fuck?"
That said a whole lot. So that go to show me that whoever like him saying that, he knows me personally. Because if I tell you, "Yo, I got colitis," you wouldn't know what that is unless you looked it up. So he either did extensive research or like he knows me personally. And like I said, he said a few things. Like I remember the one time he called me a nickname that only like my immediate like you either got to be a close friend or an immediate family member to know. And he said it. And I was like, how the fuck he know that? Because don't nobody know that name. And I'll never say it on here. But he said it. And I was like, he might have just snitched on himself. So ever since then, I was like,
okay. Copy, I get it.
I was like, okay. So ever since then, I've been my My radar has been up for sure.
Wait, nobody knows they call you Chris Colbert?
Oh, shit. Damn, now everybody know. My boy Ralph said, I remember he said he brought a conversation that you had in the gym early. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. I forgot about that, Ralph. He brought up a conversation that I had at the gym. Now, I got close family that be at the gym, and I got close friends. So that was another one. I'm glad you remember that, because I remember the feeling of him saying, I'm like, yo, how you know I had that conversation? And I think he stopped writing for the rest of the live. So he putting little subtle hints out there. That's somebody that I know. And he said he from Houston. He said he was from Brooklyn before. Then he said
he was from Texas.
Houston. You know what I'm saying? Like, he weird.
I remember he had supposedly sent me a picture of what he supposedly looked like, and I sent it to the chat.
Yeah, I remember that. But he would never show you who he is. He would never do that. But I remember one time he called me. I answered. Then he hung up right away.
What the fuck? Nigga knows your number too?
He had called me through Instagram.
Oh.
But there was a point in time where I had my number out publicly because I used to put my number out for training sessions. So, like, all you had to do is look at, like, my boxing page and you'll see my number on there. I even had my business page set up where you could call me.
Oh, shit.
That's how you had my number. But it sucked, but I had to change my number I had since I was a kid because of weird-ass people like him.
Bad John.
Coffee Player said, I'm glad he gone. Coffee playing low-key probably him too. So, I ain't gonna play with Coffee like that.
I already know who. I have a feeling who Coffee is. I'm on your ass, Coffee. I know who you are. I'm gonna figure it out. I don't have proof, but I know it's you.
Yeah, Coffee was around while that weirdo was around, so that's not him.
No, I know it's not him.
But shout out to my boy Coffee playing. We didn't even get to talk about Rolly Romero wanting to fight Pacquiao.
Let's talk about that.
Because we got caught up talking about his punk ass son. So anyways, and by the way, when I call him punk ass, I'm not really disrespecting him. That's just me talking. But yeah, man, let me see if I can pull this up real quick. So apparently Eddie Hearn just been spilling the beans out here, just snitching and shit. So apparently, you know, Eddie Hearn has somebody that's actually mandated to face Rolly Romero in the WBA. His name is Giasov. I don't remember his first name, but his last name for sure is Giasov. And, you know, from what I understand, historically, he's taken step-aside money in the past. And I don't think they're budging this time around. And Rolly Romero, like I said, you know, he's not really into, you know, facing mandatories. He's made it clear from the very beginning that he only wants to make big fights happen, a.k.a. fights that he can make money from, a.k.a. fights that he can actually
pretty much cash out fights.
Cash out fights and fights that he feels like he has a chance to win. You know what I mean? Because Devin Haney will be a big money fight too, but he doesn't really like his chances with that style, so he doesn't want to deal with that.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
You see what I'm saying? So this nigga said Rolly versus Smackman. That's crazy.
Who the fuck is that?
He talking about Manny Pacquiao. Instead of Pac-Man, he called him Smackman.
Oh.
But no. So he goes and, you know, apparently with Eddie Hearn, he says that Rolly Romero has filed like a pretty much like an exemption with the WBA, pretty much asking to allow him to do a voluntary defense with Manny Pacquiao instead of facing his mandatory. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I was hearing. I don't know if that's true. That's what Eddie Hearn put out there. But if that's the case, then that's just what Rolly Romero is looking to get done. Now, mind you, Manny Pacquiao hasn't really been speaking on Rolly Romero all like that. It seemed like he's trying to lock in a fight with Floyd Mayweather. And I understand that because, you know, Pacquiao, every time he's lost, he's always tried to get his get back. You know what I mean? And he was outclassed by Floyd Mayweather back in 2015. So he's looking to, you know, and plus, you know, Manny Pacquiao want that money. You know what I'm saying? And he probably feel like, you know, at part 2 of Floyd, he could get that money that he's looking for. You know, I'm sure the Rolly Romero fight will make some bread too, but it's not going to make a Floyd Mayweather payday. You know what I'm saying? But that's where Rolly Romero got locked in. And I know for a fact that that's something that he will take because he told me himself. I could pull up text messages right now. He said he had 3 options. At the time that I had asked him, he said he had 3 options. 2 out of those 3 options are occupied facing each other right now. That's Ryan Garcia and that's Mario Barrios. He explored both of those options. They facing each other. You know, Ryan don't want that smoke. So that only leaves one option out of his list available, and that's Manny Pacquiao. Now, it's going to be very interesting to see if Manny Pacquiao were to face somebody else, what Rolly's next move will be. Will you go ahead and fight Giasov? Will you vacate the title? What is it that Rolly Romero would do? Because he's going to be, you know, shit out of luck. You know what I mean? And are you going to face Devin Haney in a unification bout? Like, what other big money fights are out there besides them?
I would say this. I would like to see Rolly fight Manny Pacquiao just for the simple fact that I know that Rolly could definitely beat Manny. I would just want him to pack him up just so he can get out the sport and don't proceed to take prolonging punishment throughout his career. You know what I'm trying to say?
I agree. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I don't want to see a legend get stuck, but there is times where these legends stick around just a little bit too long, man. And these young niggas got to run you off the block for you to learn your lesson. Like that happened with Sugar Ray Leonard and Hector Camacho. That happened with Holyfield and James Toney. You know, it happens. You know what I'm saying? They be feeling themselves. They think that they could, you know, they still think they got something left. And then it take a young motherfucker to go ahead and pack him up to realize that, you know what I mean, they times pass.
You got to look at it. Also look at it like this. Ugas versus Pacquiao. Did you see how he looked like after the fight when Jinky was feeding him?
Yeah.
Bro, that was sad to see. I'm like, damn, bro, come on.
Yeah, he took some time off and I guess he needed some money or whatever the case is. So then he tried to bring himself back in the mix. Actually, Manny Pacquiao should know something about that because when De La Hoya was sticking around a little too long, Manny Pacquiao was a young dude, went ahead and beat the dog shit out of De La Hoya. De La Hoya was like, all right, yo, like, I'm done. Like, like I can't do it no more. So now
he actually retired De La Hoya. Yep. That was fast.
He did. So now I think Manny Pacquiao is headed in that direction where it's like, you know, Mario Barrios gave you some hope. And shout out to Barrios for that. Fucking dweeb. He want to go ahead and have all this confidence, and it's going to take somebody like Rolly Romero to put him out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't be surprised. And look, Pacquiao's what made him dangerous was his legs, y'all. The in and out movement. You know what I mean? With the in and out movement, it was really hard to pick up his time, and you ain't really know when he was going to come in. And by the time he closed the gap, it was too late because he firing off them fast combinations.
And he would also throw in awkward ass combinations too. Like the combinations wouldn't even make sense.
But what made him and what made him dangerous is that you never knew when, like, his timing was so awkward that you never really knew when he was gonna attack you. But now his legs not underneath him no more. The weapon that made him, his asset that made him the dangerous fighter that he was, is no longer there. You feel what I'm saying? So it's going to be very interesting to see if he does fight Rolly Romero, how he's going to is he really going to sit there and punch with Rolly Romero, who's still, who's very youthful in comparison to Manny Pacquiao, who has quick hands himself and has devastating power. Like that's going to be like, if I could really see Manny Pacquiao going out bad if Rolly decides to sit down and punch with him. So I seen Barrios punch with Manny Pacquiao and had success in spots. I think at this point in time, Rolly's more explosive than Mario Barrios. I think he punches a lot harder than Mario Barrios. He may even have he may be even just as fast as Mario Barrios, if not quicker with the combinations. You know what I mean? Like his reaction time in the Ryan Garcia's counter, that was pretty fucking quick.
That was quick.
You see what I'm saying? So imagine if he were to do that with a 46-year-old Manny Pacquiao, who, I'm going to keep it 1,000. When you get older, your punch resistance goes down. I don't care what nobody say. People always talk about your feet leave you, your timing leaves you, and that's all true. But your ability to take a punch is not the same at 46 than what it was when you were 26.
And you got to remember, even Pacquiao's been knocked out before, not only in the Marquez fight. He was knocked out early in his career when he was like, 11-0? He got iced out bad.
Early in his career, bro. So when you're 46 and you inactive, your body not accustomed to taking that punishment anymore. And once you get close to when you in your late 40s, bro, after all that wear and tear, it's not gonna take much to really put your lights out, in my opinion. So
Especially with a what? He's what, 28, 29?
Rolly
Rolly?
Rolly like my age, bro. So he's at like the peak of his powers in terms of like physical capabilities and shit like that.
Yeah.
And he's at the right weight now. Like that, nah, I could really see Rolly putting Pacquiao out cold.
I would like to see that, but at the same time, I wouldn't. I would like to see it for the
Me
simple fact
neither.
that yo,
I want Pacquiao to leave on his own terms, but the reality is a lot of these motherfuckers don't learn their lesson.
it's like at this point, I don't want to see him leave on his own terms because it's like, dude, at that point you'll leave at like in like 2067. I'm
No,
good.
what I mean by that is I want Pacquiao to realize right now that he ain't got no business fighting these young niggas. And Rolly is 30. Shout out to Junior for correcting me. He is 30. Which, doesn't really change my stance because when you 30, you usually in your prime.
Pacquiao versus Boots.
Shit. You don't want Pacquiao to go home to his family. That's some crazy shit.
Pacquiao versus Bud.
If I was Boots, I'd be like, yo, I'm not fighting Pacquiao. You can call me a duck. I care about the OG life, bro.
That's yeah, I would say the same, John. I'll be like, nah.
But then again, with that type money, I might just have to pack him, bro.
Pack him real quick, first round, knock him out. Real quick, the first punch I throw has to be the cleanest punch of my life to minimize the damage.
I think Pacquiao wouldn't even take that fight like that. I think he moving real calculated. Like I don't think he would. Like I
No,
think
he's not. No, he's not. He's trying to fight.
bro, he fought Barros
Floyd.
because he seen that last performance, bro.
No. I'm talking about he's trying to fight Floyd. He's not
Yeah,
moving no calculator. He's gonna get beat again.
Floyd old and inactive just like him. So it ain't like he in any real danger for real. He'll
Nah,
still
but
lose most likely, but it's like he ain't no. It ain't like Floyd ain't no prime season, young motherfucker on the rise right now.
but Floyd done kept
He older
himself
than
active.
Pacquiao. He like 48.
Floyd done kept himself active throughout the years with them amateur, with not the amateurs, with them exhibitions. You feel me? They're exhibitions, but he was still active. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, but if they're like, I'm gonna ask you this: who would he be more in danger with, a Floyd or a Rolly?
Broly.
Exactly. So if you got to make some money and you got to pick your poison,
I'm going Floyd. Facts. Yeah. I see what you're saying. I
yeah,
see what you. I see what you mean.
that said, Pat gonna fight Tank. He better not. He better not. And you know what's crazy? I know this is the thing I do know. If Pacquiao do fight Tank, I bet you it won't be at 35. I bet you it'll
It
be.
definitely won't. It's gonna be at
I bet
47.
you it'll be at 47. And if he does, and if Tank fights Pacquiao at 47, I
He's
don't
a
want to
cold
hear
bitch. He's a
nobody.
cold bitch.
We already know that. But he a cold bitch, like you said. Then on top of that, you can't say that he can't fight Devin Haney. You can't say that. You can't say that now because he was about to fight Jake until he put his hands on the bitch.
You gotta think about it like this.
Cruiserweight. He was about to fight a cruiserweight. But
And if you don't move to 47, at least move to 40 and pick smoke there and then decide to move up yet later, whatever. Cool.
he ain't gonna do that, bro.
And the time is now too, because Tank's like what, 31?
Tank not on the top. He not on the type time that we want him to be on.
Like, you know what's crazy? I used to look at Tank like, yo, this nigga is like the next coming of Sugar Ray Robinson. This nigga is just gonna start but all knockouts.
He ain't got Sugar Ray mentality
At all.
None of the Sugar Rays.
Because Ray Robinson would go out and just clean house.
Yep. And in his era, Sugar Ray Robinson did that. Sugar Ray Leonard, in his era, even when motherfuckers called him a duck, he did what he had to do. He fought motherfuckers. Tank not cut from that cloth, bro. That motherfucker sat here and said that him being a legend in his city is enough. Niggas want to be local.
Hell no.
Niggas want to be local champs, bro.
Nah,
they want to be known on the block, guys.
Like for me, if I had the opportunities Tank had right now, I would damn well make sure my name would be heard around the world. Like my name would damn near travel to the next universe. type shit. If I was Tank,
You ever seen a motherfucker who? My fault. I was looking out the window. I heard yelling and shit. You ever seen a motherfucker that like I don't know if you've been in the gym that heavy and shit like that, or like in school or whatever, that like you see them right, and you watching them like play ball or box, and you like, yo, this motherfucker has a lot
amazing talent.
of potential. Like he could really do something, and everybody sees it except him. Like everybody knows that he a problem. Everybody know that he could really go.
Yep,
Like he could really go places. The only one that doesn't seem to notice it
is
is,
himself.
is himself. He don't realize what he has, and he actually doesn't believe in himself. He's actually he doesn't think much of himself. That's what Tank reminds me of. Like everybody sees that Tank is capable of doing great shit except Tank.
Like I want to see Tank go up, move up to 140, ice out Gary Antoine Russell, everybody, just everybody at 140, ice him out.
He said he don't feel good at 140. He said when he fought Mario that he ain't like it. He ain't like how he felt at the weight.
That's cap. That's cap.
That's what he said. And Barrios was giving him work until he hurt him. I was watching that, Joe. Like Barrios was giving him work.
He dead ass was.
Yeah.
He was losing. He was losing.
Yeah. That's when Barrios was nice though. That's like when he was in his bag. But motherfucking I did an interview with YSL with Jamil years ago where I was talking about that fight. And I'm like, yo, if Tank sleep on him, that's gonna be a long night. And I remember motherfuckers in the gym like, man, Tank gonna watch Barrios. I said, no, Tank gonna beat him. But that shit ain't gonna be no cakewalk. And it wasn't. Junior said he went from 130 to 140 for that fight though. Yeah, I don't know if he skipped 35 for that.
I think he did because I think that was after the Santa Cruz fight.
Let me see if I can find it.
I'm pretty sure that was after the Santa Cruz fight.
I'm gonna find that John right now. I really be a prophet with this boxing shit sometimes. So if you look at this old interview I had 4 years ago, that shit only got 74 views, bro. Yo, old as shit. That's before Jamil channel really started popping. Look at me right here. That first video says if Gervonta underestimates Barrios, it's gonna be a long night. Crazy, John. And if you watch that, John, that tell you everything you need to know.
Was Tank's fight was Tank and Barrios after Santa Cruz? I think it was.
It was. It had to be. Because I think he fought Leo at 30. Did he fight Leo at 30? And I think he moved up after.
Yeah, he didn't fight him at no 26. He fought Pedraza. I think he fought Pedraza.
Yeah, he
at
fought
26.
Leo. He fought Leo, and then he fought Barrios back to back.
Gangster. So he skipped a weight class. Then he skipped a weight class and moved and then fought Barrios.
Then when he fought Esau Cruz at 35, that was his first fight there. No, he actually fought Gamboa at 35. He fought Gamboa at 35. He moved to 30 to fight Leo. Then he went up to 40. So Gamboa 35, Leo. Then he went down to 30 for Leo. Then he went back. Then he went all the way up to 140 for Barrios. Okay, 35, 30, and then went to 40.
They went back down to 35.
And then he stood at 35 cents now.
That nigga's lame. He's a 3-division world champion, right?
There's somebody going off outside.
He's 3-division or 2-division world champ?
Who?
Tank.
He's technically a 2. Because when he beat Barrios, he had like a small version of the WBA title. But when he got the WBA off Barrios, I think Josh Taylor had the WBA, the full status John.
So it was an interim.
He had like a regular belt.
Oh.
He had the WBA regular after he beat Barrios but Josh Taylor was still the man at 140, I believe, at the time. So that don't count. You feel me? But then he grabbed the regular belt at 35, I think. That he got elevated. So he really was a one division bull until motherfucking Devin Haney vacated. When Devin Haney vacated his titles, he got elevated to full status champion. But I think Tank got 2 world titles at 30. He had 2 world titles at 30. Then so he had 3-time champ in 2 different divisions if you count like major titles. Because I think he had the IBF first when he beat Pedraza. And then he ended up getting the WBA.
He ain't never fight at 26.
Say that again?
He never fought at 26.
Probably early in his career.
Yeah, because that's what I was thinking. I was thinking.
Yeah,
I
like
thought he fought Pedraza at
he made his pro debut.
126.
He made his pro debut at 26. But like shortly after that, I guess he ain't feel good there. He just stood at 30.
Sure.
Yeah, so
I remember. No, that something Walsh. That wasn't at 26, right?
Liam
No,
Walsh was at 30.
30.
I
Okay.
think that was the name, Liam Walsh. Yeah.
Yeah, Liam Walsh. Yep.
Yeah, because that was the fight. He went to the UK after he beat Pedraza.
Yep. That's when he came out of his Michael Jackson bag.
Yeah, with Floyd, and Floyd was talking crazy to them Walsh brothers and shit.
Floyd wanted to make that about him so bad.
Yeah, but Floyd had Gervonta's name up there, bro. He made Tank name take off, bro.
He made Tank the star he is today, technically.
Yeah, I think that he made Gervonta like a name in the boxing world, but I think when Tank took off like on his own time,
yeah, then
when he became his own person, he really jumped to a different level.
Because he started talking more and he started.
Floyd cosign is what started it. Like that was the catalyst. Like that's what got him off the ground. But then once he let Floyd go, motherfucker learned how to fly with his own wings and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, Floyd was saying he's a bum. Yeah, Liam Walsh.
I feel like.
I said, no, last one.
What's I'm gonna call it? I feel like in the Frank Martin fight was when Tank really started showing more of his character, more of himself. You know what I'm saying? Like he was more speaking and stuff like that.
I think it was the Ryan Garcia job. He fought Ryan Garcia before that.
Actually, the Rolly fight. Actually, yeah. Let me backtrack. Let me backtrack. The Rolly fight.
Yeah, the Rolly fight. Yep.
The Rolly fight, because Rolly forced him to start talking and shit. Because Rolly was just Rolly's stupid as fuck, dog.
Yeah, he didn't really start talking until Rolly.
Nigga said, "You look like a koala with chlamydia, man."
What?
Bro, that's what he said to him.
I remember that. And I remember being so confused. Like, what the fuck is he talking about?
Nah, he's actually really smart because koalas do carry chlamydia. That's a fact. He's actually smart. And look it up. I mean, deadass, look it up.
What the fuck did Rolly do to find that out? How did you know that?
Bro, I know a lot of facts about animals, bro, that you'll be like, all right, bro.
Y'all niggas tripping.
I'm being dead serious.
Rolly was just saying shit, facts. Rolly was just tripping. I think them lights was a little too bright for Rolly, to be honest. I remember he was
I'm not gonna lie. The first time they were supposed to fight, that's when he fought Pitbull. The first time they were supposed to fight, that first press conference, I'm like, Rolly, you do not belong up there, bro. Little T-Rex arms, you're like a midget. You heard what I said? You're like a midget.
Don't even say what he said after that.
I don't remember what he. Oh,
man, don't say that. That was some weird shit. That was super weird.
Rolly's weird.
Yeah, we pretty much spoke about everything though. Anybody got anything they want to ask? We got 24 people in the building. Salute. You know what I mean? What's on your mind? I think y'all done asked everything though. Y'all asked about Fulton and Oshaki. What else y'all was talking about? Y'all talking about little Manny Pacquiao Jr. looking like dog shit out there. Lamont Roach and Pitbull Man, I'm excited for that fight, bro.
Oh man, yeah, facts, bro. This Saturday's about to be lit.
Ooh, it's gonna be a lot of sad Mexicans out there, bro. It's either gonna be some sad motherfuckers,
Oh,
and,
we're gonna be real sad.
or we gonna be real sad, bro. Because if Isak step on Roach, bro,
That's gonna ruin his rematch with Tank. Oh my
that's if Tank
god.
even want to fight him.
Tank, bro, to me, Tank has no choice. I'll dead ass pull up to Baltimore and fight that nigga, bro, personally.
The stranger said, "The stranger, what's your real name, bro? Your name make me uncomfortable sometimes. I ain't never tell you that, but goddamn." Lamont Roach and Pitbull is $75. Yeah, they bugging.
I mean, if you know it, if you know, but no, it's not. You know?
Shit, ain't no reason why that fucking pay-per-view costs as much as these, bro. There's no reason. Like
No cap. And actually, yeah.
y'all niggas tripping. These Jones right here, I think I got them for $80. These Jones right here. You telling me that motherfucking pay-per-view worth more than that shit? Crazy as shit. I think my AIs was like 60 too. These little low tops I got right here. That niggas tripping. That's all I'm
Nigga,
saying.
you eating saltine crackers, bro?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
My stomach fucked up, so I'm trying.
Those are the ones that come in the sleeve, I bet too. The ones that come in the sleeve. Yup.
Yo, this nigga big as shit. Tripping.
Bro, I'm a beast.
Coffee
Nah,
said,
bro, I
"You
wanna
buy
see
the
like
people here."
bro, I was just playing around on FanDuel, just looking at the $200 gets you, I think it gets you like I think 20 bands
For
for a
what?
first round knockout though. First round knockout. Lamar Roach for ices him in the first round. That's what that's
Nigga,
what I was looking at.
man, I don't give a fuck. I fuck with Roach. That nigga ain't knocking out no Pitbull in one round.
Nah, but I was just like, yo, imagine. I'm like, it's boxing, anything can happen,
You
but
got
that's not
$10.
happening. That's not happening.
Bro, if you put $10, you still come up.
Yeah, $10 get you $100.
That ain't bad.
Bro, because the odds is like that's like a plus 10,000.
No, so you will make with $10, you will make was that 100? That's 100?
Yeah.
Okay. Shit, he ain't stopping. No, if he stops,
Yeah. It's 100.
that's gonna scare the whole boxing world.
Bro, he stopped Pitbull in round one, bro. He gets knockout of the year. No, I don't care if the knockout was
No,
ass. I don't
how about
care.
this? How about this? If Lamont stopped Isak in one round, that nigga Subrel gonna really start taking them PEDs, bro. That nigga, oh no, fuck that shit. That nigga gonna shoot that asteroid so far up his ass. That nigga like, oh, fuck that. That nigga Subrel talking about, oh, you just knocked this little nigga out. You ain't about to do that to me. We about to
Ryan was like a 6 point something. This nigga Subriel is gonna be like a 100 point something.
that nigga
He
nigga
gonna look
he's
like
gonna be
prime AJ on the scale.
oh shit. That
He look
nigga
like Brock. No, he gonna look like Brock Lesnar versus Alistair Overeem. He gonna look like them two niggas.
he definitely gonna look like Overeem though.
Bro, Overeem used to look insane, bro. What's some call it? But
And I
now, like,
just said if Lamont stopped him in the first, he definitely ain't getting to take rematch. That's a fact.
Tank's gonna be like, yeah, I'm good, bro.
With himself, he's like, oh no, I'm not fighting him for sure. For sure, I'm not fighting him.
Yo, nah. Fuck that. Imagine he does get the Tank rematch and he ices Tank in the first.
Now that's pound for pound shit right there.
Bro, like, no. He ices him out like Pacquiao versus Marquez, though. Like, bad, bro. Like, horrible. Like, horrible.
I put Lamont Roach #1 on my pound for pound list. He
Bro,
deserves.
I'm putting him
I
on.
don't give a
I'm
fuck.
putting him up.
I don't give a fuck what the nation guys say about it. If I put if he ice Eastside Cruz and he ice Tank right after that, my boy, Tank #1 pound for pound. I mean, Lamont #1 pound for pound. I don't give a fuck what Bud do. I don't give a fuck if Bud, I don't give a fuck if Bud stop Canelo. I don't give a fuck if Usyk.
I don't care if Bud go up to heavyweight and stops Usyk.
Huh?
I don't care if Bud moves up to heavyweight and stops Usyk. Lamar
Yeah, I
Roach
don't
got
care
that.
about none of that. Any nigga who ice Tank, pound for pound #1. Anybody. I don't give a fuck if motherfucking
He ices him like H2O. Oh my god, yo! I
I
swear
don't
to
give a fuck
God.
if Abel Mendoza does it. That motherfucker, you know that nigga who like 40 something and 0, 42 and 0, that bum ass nigga Abel.
Yeah.
If Abel Mendoza was the ice Tank, bro, I don't give a fuck. That nigga 43 and 0 now. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, this the nigga, he the greatest fighter of all time.
Nah, if Lamar Roach ices Tank in the first round, or if he ices him at all, I'm putting him above Sugar Ray Robinson. And I'm being dead serious.
Yo, that ass. I'm with you, bro.
Bro, I'm gonna be like, yo, I don't care what anyone says, Lamar Roach would stop Usyk.
Facts.
Dead ass, bro.
That nigga going down. That nigga first ballot Hall of Famer.
Bro, when Tank
He might win every award on the Mazuma TV awards, bro. Even with Jones that he don't even qualify for,
he might even get trainer of the year.
he might get trainer of the year, bro. And he not even a coach. He
He's
might
not
get
even a coach.
he gonna get promoter of the year and all that.
Dead ass.
This shit gonna be we gonna change this shit to the Lamont Roach
Awards.
Yo, I'm looking at this nigga Abel Mendoza box rec. This nigga is certified ass. Like
Bro, I'm trying to tell you, bro. I looked at that shit, bro, and I'm like,
this nigga fighting in Colombia, beating nobodies, bro. If I was to get in shape and go to Colombia right now, bro, at like 47, bro, I would fucking be 20 and 0 over there with 18 knockouts. Like, yo.
fuck you mean? You'd be 20 and 0 with 30 knockouts. Shit won't even make sense.
Yo, this nigga last fight was against bro, mind you, he 41 and 0 going into this fight. This nigga's fighting 11 and 10 with 5 draws, bro. Yo.
Niggas, he's fighting Reed? Nah.
This nigga's fighting somebody by the name of Juvenal Herrera.
Oh, that's my cousin.
Then he went, bro. This nigga, wait, no. This nigga fought a 7 and 4 when he was 35 and 0. Bro, yo, Abel Mendoza, bro, go unalive yourself, bro. Yo, wherever you at, just jump. I don't give a fuck. I hope you like on a hotel balcony.
Demonetized.
I already got a few super chats today. It's all right. Yo, you need to go ahead and just do it.
Swanton bomb off the fucking Empire State, bro. Burj Khalifa, fuck it. That's not
He
high
said he
enough.
just signed with PBC. That's because they gonna cash him out. They know he ain't shit.
He gonna fight Tank.
Man, and they gonna be like, yo, Tank just beat a 42 and 0. That's exactly what they gonna do. Bro, this is
they
the
gonna be like
trash resume that I've ever seen.
They gonna say, yo, Tank just got iced out by Abel Mendoza.
I wonder why Carmel want to fight this nigga. Yo, when he was 33 and 0, he fought a dude who was 34 and 36, bro. He fought a nigga by the name of Ernesto Guerrero, 34 and 36, bro. Yo, this nigga is top tier.
If I'm lying, didn't he spar Dean the Great?
I don't even know. I don't even know who that is. Well, I know him, but I don't know him like that.
Dean the Great is some wannabe boxer.
He was 16 and 0 fighting a 7 and 38. Shout out to Raymond Chachong. Holy
7 and 38?
He fought a 7 and 38, bro.
Nah,
bro. Look at this. When he was 14 and 0, he fought a nigga who was making his pro debut.
When he was hot, what?
He was 14 and 0. He fought a nigga who
was making his pro debut. That's disrespectful.
Making his pro debut, and the nigga was such a turkey. They don't even got his age on BoxRec. They don't even know how old this nigga is.
He's probably like 10.
A whole senior citizen.
Nah, he fought a 10-year-old.
He fought the one dude, bro. He fought Abel and never boxed again. This was in 2019. What the fuck? These niggas is picking niggas out the stand like, yo, who want to fight Abel? Yo, this motherfucker had money behind him, bro. He must have money. There's no way that they allowed this to go for this long.
Yo,
He
Mark,
must
you know what you should do?
have.
You should get in shape and just fight Abel Mendoza, bro.
Bro, I would
Pro
not.
boxing. Pro boxing.
Let me
Pro.
watch. Let me watch him, bro.
Pro
'Cause I swear to
debut.
God, if you trash, cuz I'll fight you. I swear to God, I would. I would retire after I whoop his ass. Let me see this nigga, bro. 'Cause I see he did Team Combat League and he was getting fried on that John. Yeah, he 5-9. He even got knocked out in the Team Combat League, bro. How you getting knocked out in one rounders?
What is that?
Oh my
I
God.
never
Team
heard of that
Combat
shit
League.
online.
So Team Combat League is like this is like the first time like where boxing is like a team sport. So they have a team from all different cities. They got a Philadelphia one, they got a Boston one, they got a Rashidi Ellis was fighting on one of them. The Boston Butchers or some shit like that. They got Florida, they got Las Vegas, they got Cali, they got all the Texas, they got all these different cities, and they all they go against each other, right? And it'd be like 20 fighters from Philly fighting 20 fighters from New York, and they all do just one round, and whoever wins the most amount of rounds, the team wins.
Oh, okay. I see what you're.
So this nigga Abel Mendoza was on there, and his record was 5-9.
Okay.
Nigga, you are a easy lick, nigga. You are a easy lick. Shout out to Steve Cunningham Sr. This nigga's in his late 40s and has a better record than you do, and you're fucking 29. You bum. Let me watch this nigga, bro. Let me watch this nigga, bro. Ain't
Yo,
no way you-
yo, I was gonna say earlier. Thank God I reminded myself. Yo, we should do one day. We should do a Super Six, or like just like a at 54 though, because
I think
54 is dead
we did
ass
that already.
spicy right now.
We did that already.
But
We
Boots is
did
up
that.
there.
We did that back when Crawford was in there.
Yeah, Boots is up there though.
I'm watching Abel right now. Oh my God, he be biting off these feints crazy. First of all, he's small. He little.
How much does he weigh?
He fight at 35, I think. But he's
Oh,
really little. Man, I can't even make that weight. He lucky. Nigga, you was a fucking 47 or 54. I'll step on your bitch ass. Oh my God, he's scary too. Yo, he panicking with this white boy putting pressure on him.
that's
Oh my
bad.
God, he ain't got no jab, nothing. Yo, how did he get this far? I see why Carmel want to fight him. Carmel would stop him. Easy.
Zay Quinn would probably beat his ass
Bro, they all would. Bro, this nigga suck, bro.
versus Abdullah Mason. Oh my God.
Man, they would never do that. He is little, bro. I wonder how tall he is. He looked really small in this video. Let me see what he was doing. He was 7-5 in international fights and in amateurs. Yeah, this nigga suck. Yo, I cannot believe this.
Jermaine Ortiz would beat the dog shit out of him. Like the
Man,
dog shit
Ortiz
out
would
of him.
get Jermaine a body him.
I want to see,
And
bro.
there's a
I'm
video of
so
him from a year ago where he said he want to fight Gervonta Davis. Sean Sattel got an interview with him from a year ago where he said he won't fight. They gonna set that up for Tank. Watch. And they gonna gas him up. Oh, he's 42-0. They're gonna make it like he this boogeyman or something. Watch Tank spark him in one round.
fastest knockout in boxing history.
This was December 16th.
But what if he just catch Tank clean though?
That's not happening. He don't even turn his punches over, bro.
Oh nah, he's all set.
He don't even turn his punches over. So I'm looking at this amateur fight right. Wait, this is 2023. He participated in the IBA Champions Night. So I don't know what this is. Is this like the amateurs or what?
Abel Mendoza versus Raymond Ford. Yo, Scooter and Oshaki. That's this year or next? That's next year, right?
No, they fighting. They fighting this week coming up. They fighting
Really?
on. They fighting on Roach and Pitbull undercard.
Oh shit! Oh my god! Oh, what else is on that card?
I don't even know.
Oh,
Got
that's co-main. That's co-main. Bad. Say that. I ain't missing that shit.
hold on. Let me see who's the full card. Yo, Stephen Fulton. I was just talking about this earlier. Stephen Fulton has a chance to be the first boxer in Philly history to win titles in 3 different divisions. If he beats
Really?
Oshaki. Bro. Everybody else has only gotten 2 divisions. B Hop, Danny Garcia, Meldrick Taylor, and then you always got. I mean, Joe Frazier. He was a heavyweight.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
bro.
okay.
Everybody else only got either 1 or 2 divisions. Stephen Fulton, if he wins, if he beats Oshaki this Saturday coming up,
He made history for Philly.
he will be the first boxer from Philadelphia to be a 3 division champion.
What about Rocky Balboa? Nah, I'm capping.
This nigga's crazy. No, this is a good card, bro. This is a really good card.
Who's
I
on?
see they trying to build Elijah Garcia back up because they got him fighting a 16-10. Jesus Christ.
Elijah Garcia. Isn't that Ryan's brother?
No. Sean
Oh,
Garcia.
I'm thinking of Sean
Yeah,
Garcia.
Robert, wait. Oh, I was about to say, never mind. That's not Robert Guerrero. There's another Robert Guerrero that's fighting on there. Jordan Roach, Lamont Roach's brother, he's fighting on there. Elijah Garcia, they building him back up.
He got a brother that fight. What's his name?
Isaac, his name is Jordan Roach.
Is he married?
Isaac Lucero, he's fighting Robert Venezuela Jr. I'm not too familiar with neither one of them. Frank Martin is fighting on this card against Francis
Oh,
Bartholomew.
oh.
Jesus Ramos fighting Shane Mosley Jr. That's a good one. I think Jesus gonna beat the dog shit out of him, but it's gonna be a good
I'm
one.
rooting for Shane Mosley Jr. just because it's Shane Mosley's son.
Steven
Just
Fulton, Oshaki, Landy Lara versus Beck.
that's on there?
Yeah, bro, it's a good ass card, bro.
Holy shit.
This almost worth the $75. I ain't gonna lie.
This is almost as good as last Saturday's.
Yeah, PBC came out snapping. Then of course Isaac Cruz versus Lamar Roach.
That's main event. Co-main is Johnny Beck versus Lara, right?
I don't know if they the co-main. I think Fulton and Oshaki might be the co-main, or they might be the opening bout. I don't know.
Whatever it is, I'm sticking. I'm just gonna start watching from the prelims, bro. No bullshit. Because Jordan Roach is on the prelims too, right? So I want to see if he's nice.
No, they say Young Boy nice though. That's what I heard. I heard he pretty good.
What is he, the little brother or older brother?
He young. He only like 21, I think.
Oh, okay, okay. What is he making his debut or something?
Nah, he like 5-0.
Oh, I bet. So I'm gonna tune in and see what's up.
Yeah. Do y'all think Carmel fight enough as a prospect? You answer that, Junior. What you think?
Hell no. Absolutely not. Take Abdullah Mason, for example. They had that nigga fighting damn near every 2 months.
Junior, sometimes you can answer your own questions, brother. You tell me if Carmel fight enough as a prospect. Of course he don't. How many times he fought this year? How many times has Carmel fought this year? Being 19 years old.
Did he even fight this year?
Like, it's okay, Carmel. You don't need to rush. You know, you young. Yeah, easy work. Nigga, stop it. Nigga only fought twice this year. And they was all early this year. This nigga ain't fighting damn near 7 months. Why?
If Floyd would have moved him right.
Ain't y'all niggas the money team? Come on, man.
If he could have moved, if Floyd would have moved him right, having fighting every so often, he could have been in an Abdullah Mason position probably right now or by next year.
Bro, Carmel turtle looking ass should be at least 15, 16-0 by now.
He looks like if a Ninja Turtle and Darla from Finding Nemo did the fusion dance. Because he got them braces in. How does he fight with them braces in? Like.
He got special pieces for that.
Oh, okay. I thought like they took him off like or something.
No. Yeah, he 19 years old. Motherfucker ain't fight. He only fought 2 times this year, bro.
Bro, hopefully he fights Zaquin Moses this year.
Floyd need to stop promoting. That's what he need to do. He need to go ahead and keep kissing them you know, them I ain't gonna say their names, but you already know who ass he be kissing. And then he need to stop promoting, bro. Let these fighters go, man. Bro, every time niggas leave Floyd, they do better. Every time.
Look at Tank.
Look at Hitchens.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot Hitchens was with Floyd.
Hitchens left and automatically became a world champion.
I forgot he was with Floyd. No bullshit.
Like, god damn, you suck. Nigga, Savannah Marshall left you. She did better.
Devin Haney wasn't with Floyd though, right? He was just training with him. Oh, Rolly.
Yeah. I mean, Rolly, yeah.
Rolly was with Floyd.
Yeah, he was. He left Floyd not too long ago.
Yo, what happened to John Ingram? What happened to that kid, bro?
I think he signed with
I know he fought the other day.
Niggas signed with Misfits, I think. They let him go. He signed with Misfits. So I don't know what the fuck Joanne Ingram be doing, bro. Like,
That's another people. Bro, that's a bigger waste of talent than Bacoli, bro.
Well, I'm glad he fighting. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just say that. But I think he signed with yeah, nigga signed with Misfits, bro. Like,
Jared Anderson is fighting Frank Sanchez, right?
Well, that was a rumor. But I just seen them niggas in the same gym sparring Jake Paul. So I don't know.
They're probably going super light on Jake Paul too. Like super light.
They probably ain't trying to fuck AJ money up. That's probably what
For
did.
sure. Or Jake's money. Shit. Bro, oh my God.
Oh yeah, I forgot that boy Vidal Riley. He was all right. They wasted his time.
Oh yeah, they're fighting this. They're fighting on the 10th.
Who?
Jake and AJ.
Oh yeah, they are fighting this month. I forgot.
Oh man, that's gonna be great. I hope he goes out super bad.
Yo, Jake Paul gets knocked out, bro. Oh my God, that's gonna be one of the most lit days of my life, bro.
If AJ gets sparked, I know you're getting that AJ tattoo removed.
What?
I said if AJ gets sparked, I know you're getting that AJ.
I heard what you said. You also so he fighting him on the 13th, right?
I thought it was the 10th.
No, nigga, 10th is on a Wednesday.
Oh, then probably, yeah.
Damn. If AJ lose to Jake, bro, he just need to go ahead and just disappear. Like,
if AJ lose to Jake, it's scripted. I don't care what anyone says. I'm gonna officially believe that shit's scripted.
yeah, like there's no way you gonna have me believe that this motherfucker got off the canvas to beat Vladimir Klitschko, but he can't beat a motherfucking
Jake Paul.
Jake Paul. Like you outboxed Andy Ruiz, but you can't beat a Jake Paul. Like it's like you can't make me believe that, bro. Jake Paul is not good, bro.
You have unanimous decisions against.
They fight on the 19th.
Mm.
They fighting on the 19th, so the third week of the month.
Chilling. Early Christmas present. Hopefully AJ delivers.
No, they fighting on a Friday. Well, guess what? I ain't gonna have my son, so I'm gonna be snapping in this bitch. Cause I usually be chilling while he be sleeping. I don't be wanting to wake him up. Oh yeah, it's on and popping.
Nah, I know for a fact you were deaf screaming when Devin dropped Brian Norman. Well,
I think I did I didn't do a live fight reaction.
bro, I was like, oh.
I was running around when he dropped the Brian. I thought he was gonna stop him because the way Devin was punching on him after the knockdown.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh shit, he about to stop Norman, bro. But Norman got through that shit. He tough.
Bro, if he would have stopped him,
Oh yeah, yo, Junior, that's a good one. Jalil Haggett left TMT too. Yeah, I remember that.
Yep.
Yeah. Yo, you know what had me cracking up during the fights though? I forgot to even bring this up. I was dying laughing because this nigga Benavidez turned southpaw against Anthony Yard and was beating the dog shit out of him, bro. I was fucking dying. I was like, yo, this shit easy work. This motherfucker switched stances and still was whooping on Yard. I
Bro.
never seen Benavidez turn southpaw ever.
You know what's crazy? I just seen Lamont Roach work in Southpaw at the gym.
It's interesting.
I seen that. I was gonna send it to the chat, but I was banned.
You could check. Did you like it?
I think I did. I gotta check.
Check your recent likes and see.
Yeah, I'm gonna send y'all that if I did like it. 'Cause I was like, oh shit, man, that's gonna be a great fight. I know it's gonna go decision, but actually, Pitbull likes to get out of line, so who knows?
No, he do. But Lamont do too sometimes.
But I feel like Lamont Roach got the power to actually crack him and stop him if he runs into some shit. Tank, I would say Tank could have stopped him, but he was fighting with one hand.
You said what? He could
Tank-
stop Roach. You say he could stop Pitbull with one hand?
No. I said that Tank probably could have stopped him when he fought Pitbull, but Tank only had one hand.
Oh yeah. I mean, Isak defense was on point though. Like,
He dead ass knew what Tank was about.
huh?
He was like, yeah, let me not get caught by this little nigga. Like he's gonna crack. He's gonna force it.
Bro, Isak was ripping Tank body, bro. Like you remember that shit?
Mm-hmm. Bro, Tank tough. I'm not gonna lie. He's
He was
tough.
ripping
He's
Tank
durable.
body. Tank was on the move. He was like, man, fuck that. But every time, if you peep, every time Tank tried to shoot a counter, this motherfucker Isak high guard was tight, bro. He was catching all them Jones.
Mm-hmm.
Like he couldn't get Tank couldn't get that big shot on him because Isak.
I don't think Tank got a clean uppercut off on him.
Nah, bro, because when you peep, he turning the shit like Isak he got responsible defense. Yeah, well, especially when he was fighting Tank, like he ain't dropped his hands, bro. He was catching them Jones real well. Like
Yeah,
I
but
think he shot like a right hand, Tank slipped, came with an uppercut. When he shot the uppercut, Isak already saw it and he put his guard real tight and caught the shit. Boom.
I'm not gonna lie though. Tank, I mean, not Tank. Fucking, he hasn't really been the same since he fought after Rolly. He lost to Rio. He, I don't care what anyone says. He lost to Angel Fierro.
Oh shit.
He definitely lost to that dude, bro. He was beating us, bro. That was a fight.
Eugene said if AJ loses, you think the FBI should investigate? Absolutely.
Hell yeah.
Open that motherfucking case. Ain't no way, bro.
Hopefully they give him a Rico.
Rico is fucking crazy. But like, yeah, them niggas need to check emails, all that. Like, y'all niggas need to monitor phone calls. Yeah, bro. Like, we need like informants in the camp. Like, we need to figure this out. Cause ain't no
Facts.
fucking way AJ got any business losing to Jake Paul. Jake Paul is not good, bro. Like, if you ever watch him fight, he's not good at all.
At all.
Like, he got good power in his right hand, but like jab,
Like
average.
he lost to trash ass Tommy Fury, and Tommy Fury lost to KSI.
Hey. No, he didn't.
Yeah, he did.
No, he didn't.
We're not doing this. Yeah, he did, bro.
No, he did not. Shout out to the content creator Slayer, Tommy Fury, pound for pound #1 in the world. That man beat Jake Paul and he beat KSI.
He did
Shout
not
out to Tommy Fury. You need to retire as the greatest boxer of all time. Tommy Fury is the GOAT. He greater than Tyson.
He did. That's it.
He greater than his brother.
Bro, I don't care what anyone says, bro. There was some fuckery in that first Wilder fight. I don't care what anyone says. He got up at 13.
Nah, Fury didn't beat that count.
He did not beat that count.
It was to the point where people was like, it's not 10 seconds, it's a 10 count. I'm like, nigga, what he's counting, it should be 10 seconds. What are you talking about?
They usually stop it at 8. If you're not up by 8, you're gone.
Yeah, nigga.
Now when they wave it off at 8.
1, 2, 3,
4,
4,
5.
5,
Dead
6,
ass.
7, 8. You okay, Fury? Nigga, you gave him like a whole minute. He should be.
He could have took a nap.
I was like, no, it's okay. It's okay. Niggas turned the lights off at the arena, gave him a blanket.
Bro, I could have made a whole lasagna. I could have made a whole turkey,
No,
bro.
niggas could have made a whole motherfucking pernil out this motherfucker.
No bullshit.
This nigga Fury got up and was like, oh yeah, I'm good now. Nigga, you just took a power nap.
No bullshit, bro.
Hey, the fuck?
Yo, what's Wilder's scariest knockout? I'm gonna say Povetkin.
He never fought Povetkin, bro.
Not Povetkin. What's his name? Not Povetkin. Fuck.
AJ Ice Povetkin.
Yeah, AJ did that. Fuck, not Povetkin. Fuck, what was that nigga's name? That Russian nigga.
I know exactly who you're talking about, but I forgot his name too. You
I
talking
think it
about
started with a P.
Spilka?
Spilka. It had a P in it. That's why I thought it was Povetkin.
Yeah, Spilka. He almost killed Spilka.
Spilka.
Now, his ugliest knockout, man, he knocked Robert Helenius the fuck out though. That was ugly. But
And it wasn't even crazy. It was just a straight little boop.
But Dominic Brazil was crazy too. But
Berman Stavern.
my favorite knockout was the Bermain Stavern second John.
The Limb of God.
The first time. But he beat he beat the dog shit out of Duhaupas though. Like Duhaupas did not want to go down, bro. But Wilder gave him the biggest ass whooping. Like fucked him up bad, bro. But there was one knockout. There was one knockout that Wilder had early in his career where the dude literally had a seizure. That shit was crazy. He literally had a seizure, bro.
I started watching Wilder after the Bermain Stavern the first fight, my fault.
Yeah, that was the first fight I really paid attention to from Wilder, but I had heard about him way before that. They were saying he was gonna be like the next like American champion and shit like that, but
And he was.
everybody was writing him off because he wasn't fighting anybody. So they was like, oh man, he ain't got no skills. I remember Teddy Atlas was hating on him early in his career.
Teddy Atlas hates on everybody.
Yeah, he a weirdo. But
He's damn near racist.
I remember when he fought Malik Scott. He fought Malik Scott in Puerto Rico.
For real?
Yeah, that was when Danny got that gift against Herrera. You don't remember this shit?
Danny Garcia?
When Danny Garcia fought in Puerto Rico against that Mexican boy, Mauricio Herrera.
I never seen that, Joe.
Man, Herrera whooped Danny ass in Puerto Rico, bro. And they gave Danny the gift. And bro, everybody in Puerto Rico fucking hated Danny after that. Danny never brought his ass back to Puerto Rico again. On the undercard, that's when Malik Scott and Wilder fought. And fucking Malik Scott took that dive and shit.
He took a dive?
Man, watch that fucking knockdown with Wilder and Malik Scott, and you tell me.
I gotta watch that fight.
Wilder ain't even touching, bro. Wilder like hit his glove with a right hand, and he act like he ain't had no legs. Like he fell all crazy. But mind you, at the time they was close friends. Like, nobody tell me that was a legit knockout. Like, no, at all. And I've rarely put that label on anybody, But just show me where the punch landed. Show me where that punch landed. And I'll shut the fuck up. This was the craziest dive. They called that shit a phantom punch. I wonder if I could show it. I don't want to show it because of copyrights and shit.
Wasn't they calling a phantom punch with Ryan and who was it, Fonseca?
No, but that shit landed. He just threw it so fucking fast, nobody could see it.
Bro, that shit was fast as shit. All I seen was the nigga go down. I'm like, what the fuck was that? I'm like, what happened?
He had to slow it down, and it was still fast in slow motion, bro. Ryan has a really fast hook.
Dead ass.
But like, I'm watching this shit right now. The punch don't even land, bro. And I guess you could say the left hook landed, but it's like he slapped the left hook. Like, nah, I ain't believing that shit.
I mean, technically, the left hook slapped Fury on the way down.
Yeah, but he was going down off the right hand, though. The right hand putting him down. The left hook caught him on the way down. Like, yeah, bro. Rouse said Wilder didn't land on him. Malik fell all out. Facts.
Yo, no cap. Yo, when I get a PS5, bro, we got to rumble on live, bro. On that undisputed joint. Facts. I just need to get mine.
I gotta learn how to play that shit. I still haven't taken it. That's my girl shit. Like, I don't play that shit. She got 2 PS5s. I don't play that shit though. But yo, Sam, you got any last words before we get up out of here?
Fuck Brian Norman.
Damn. For real? Why?
Hmm?
Which one?
Senior.
Oh, okay. I understand that.
That's about it. But all right, yo.
All right, y'all. Signing off, man. Me and my boy Slime, we up out of here. If you guys enjoyed the live, y'all go ahead and hit the like button on the way out. You see what I mean? Like I said, we on the road to 4K. We well into the 3,200 mark. About to hit that 3,300 mark in due time. Hopefully, we hit that by the end of the year. I was trying to get the 4K by the end of the year, but that shit ain't happening. It is what it is.
Hit the like if you think Southpaw's a bitch.
That too. But anyways, I'm gonna get up out of here, man. Hit the like, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification so you'll know every time I go live. We'll be live again tomorrow, 10:30 Eastern Standard Time to continue cooking up on what's going on in the boxing world. Until then, I hope you guys have a blessed, beautiful one. I'm up out of here, man. Peace.